jam you don't spread.
Step outside. I'm sick of all of the lying. You say you don't trust me, but you're the one that's in love. And now I've come undone. I see through all of the it's your mistake to make, but me that's doing the dying. That's that it falls as the pieces land, I'm still sitting here trying. You're the best thing in my life, it's falling away from behind. That's then it falls down. heart, gonna guide me queen. Finding force in the heart of Spain. Shot me naked from an aeroplane. Adrenaline and addiction, I can't continue. I'm on the guitar, just on me, I'm just too pain. Adrenaline and addiction, I can't continue. I'm on the guitar, just on me, I'm just too pain.
She's got me crazy, baby. She's got me crazy.
She's in me, cause it's seen that I'm having a blast. She can try to keep up, but I think it's too fast. Strong on my plane, old parachute. Riding strong, come my morning come good. Adrenaline, I'm in pursuit. Trying to find no substitute. Adrenaline and addiction, I can't continue. I'm not your kid, just on me, I cause you're pain. Adrenaline and addiction, I can't continue. I'm not your kid, just on me, I cause you're pain.
She's got me crazy, baby. She's got me crazy.
them dancing on the winter wind. Needle-nosed angels full of death and sin, guided by a distant faceless hand that answers only to the voice within. So we pray, 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 'cause we all fall down. We all fall down. It's the static on the line in a conversation, the lens that films our every waking hour. It's the tension underlying the situation, resistance underneath the boot of power. So we pray, 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 'cause we all fall down. We all fall down. Omnipresent anonymous Lord, have mercy on us subjects here below. The machine that runs our lives is out of joint, and it's left us with no other place to go. So we pray, 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 'cause we all fall down. We all fall down. We all fall down, down, down. Yeah, we all fall down. We all fall down. We all fall down. We all fall down, 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 down.
Like I said, we're gonna be doing this from the top and like trying to figure out what the words of this song are. There'll be words in this part, like we'll get there. It's like everyone will order a drink in the meantime. All right, here we go. Sidle up to the bar, I gotta tell you something. Got you thinking about the rent, the bills, the grind, the drills, the work, the boss. Now you're counting out the cost. Your honeybee buzzing about the honey-do list. With the honey-do that, the honey-do this. Got the greenbacks, the Benjamins, the sales tax, the sentiment, deadlines, the breadlines. You're up and down and back again. Thank God there's a whiskey bar on Broadway. Oh my, there's a neon sign inside. Hot damn, there's a cold one coming my way. And we can make it feel alright if we can make it to that whiskey bar tonight. I'm talking about the ball, the chain, the stress, the strain, the cold, the hot. She loves me not. The women are from Venus and the men are from Mars. The honor and the cherish and till death do us part. The in-laws, the old flames, the rugrats, the dating game. Your ex is the next kiss. You're off and on and back again. Thank God there's a whiskey bar on Broadway. Oh my, there's a neon sign inside. Inside. Hot damn, there's a cold one coming my way. And we can make it feel alright if we can make it to that whiskey bar tonight.
This world's gone silent. You wouldn't dare make a noise, and you've seen all that I have. When did we lose our voice? You were taken too early, and your memory remains. Yet somehow you hurt me. I hope you'll forgive me. I was a little too late, and it was never my intention to leave things this way. I haven't slept in a week now, and I can't clear my mind. You're looking down on me. This place has lost its time. Yeah, you were my weakness. Hey, you kept me strong. You'll always be with me, no matter how long. I hope you'll forgive me. I was a little too late, and it was never my intention to leave things this way. And I hope you'll forgive me. I was a little too late, and it was never my intention. I would sacrifice it all just for one more day. I would sacrifice it all just for one more just one more. Most memories fade, but yours will stay the same. Most memories will fade. And I hope you forgive me. I was a little too late, and it was never my intention to leave things this way. Most memories fade, but yours will stay the same. Most memories fade, but yours will stay the same. Most memories fade, but yours will stay the same. Most memories will fade, yours will stay the same. Most memories will fade.
And I'm sorry, I just can't sit back and wait. And this feels so good, I hope I stay awake, stay awake.
I dream of blue skies and endless roads. Roads traveled with my best friends. Roads traveled with my loved ones. Time and time again, I dream of crowds that go on forever. See somebody singing together. Moments so perfect with one another. I dream this lasts forever. I'm sorry, I just can't sit back and wait. And this feels so good, I hope I stay awake, stay awake. And I'm sorry, I'm built for this, I'm sure. And music is my misery, then this is my cure. Yeah, this is my cure. I believe in being yourself and believe in yourself. There's nothing really wrong with trying, as long as you know what it is you're fighting for. And just remember to hold tight your heart, and don't forget about the start and all the things that he said. And not until certain death do we part. I'm sorry, I just can't sit back and wait. And this feels so good, I hope I stay awake, stay awake. And I'm sorry, I'm built for this, I'm sure. And music is my misery, then this is my cure. Yeah, this is my cure.
I see those people singing back at me. I see those people smiling back at me. I feel those people singing back at me. I feel those people smiling back at me. I see those people singing back at me. I see those people smiling back at me. I feel those people singing back at me. I feel those people smiling back.
I'm sorry, I just can't sit back and wait. This feels so good, I hope I stay awake, stay awake. I'm sorry, I'm built for this, I'm sure. And music is my misery, then this is my cure. I'm sorry, I just can't sit back and wait. And this feels so good, I hope I stay awake, stay awake. And I'm sorry, I'm built for this, I'm sure. And music is my misery, then this is my cure.
Radio Freak Jam. What? Radio Freak Jam.
Only jam you don't spread.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Radio Freak Jam. It's Thursday. Tony and I are here, and we're joined by the one, the only, the very American, drunk Texan Tim.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? And kicking some ass.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm very, very pleased to be back here on the Jam Show. Fantastic.
Been a while since we've seen you, isn't it? To be honest.
Yeah, because I mean, we was doing the Zoom quizzes and Zoom things every weekend, and then everything opened back up for you, and then of course you went out to do cool stuff, and then we weren't doing those Zoom stuff anymore. So I don't think I've had a chat with you in a month or two.
I think
So,
we need
maybe
to.
longer.
We'll organise a Zoom one night. I think definitely, or a quiz night, or something. Even just a Zoom, just we can all sit and catch up and say hi and bits and pieces like that. I think we need it. It's a strange vestige of the lockdowns that I think a lot of us are missing.
Yeah, it's funny because I mean, like you miss all the things that you did before, but then like with this, I mean, like the Zooms, I really miss that.
Yeah, and it's we have invented new ways to stay in touch and communicate and play with each other and do music, and it's just been it's been hugely wonderful. So yeah, we need to try and maintain some of it. I certainly agree. So I will sort something out. You have my word.
Fantastic. Well, I'm very pleased about that.
Just make sure you're not gigging.
No, I'll look in my calendar. I mean, I've got a pretty full gig schedule, but I do have some Saturdays off. We're playing some Friday gigs and some Sunday gigs, so I do have some Saturdays where I've got nothing going on.
Awesome. Well, let us know. And what's it like out there, the gig-wise and stuff?
Well, I mean, it went quiet at the tail end of last year, and then at the beginning of this year, the governor of Virginia lifted a lot of restrictions, and then we started to book gigs again. And as of 3 weeks ago, they've completely lifted the mask mandate, so you don't have to do that anymore. And I think all these venues, I think it's different if it's like big gigs, like arenas and stadiums and things like that. But certainly for local gigs and pubs and bars and moose lodges and clubs and all the places that I play, it's pretty much back to normal.
Well, that's good. So you're out, you've got gigs booked up regularly?
Yeah, last weekend I played 2 gigs, Saturday and Sunday. This weekend I'm playing on Saturday, I believe. And then from here on in, it's like either 1 or 2 a weekend. We've got a few weekends off here and there, but mostly it's every weekend. It's back to how it should be.
And it's been Felger Hill?
Flagger Hill.
Flagger Hill. Nearly got it right.
Yeah, I mean, the band was called Flagger Hill when I joined the band, and Flagger Hill is an area of Floyd, Virginia, where the band is from. And there was some discussion at the beginning of when I started with the band, of changing the name, but everyone decided they liked it and they had a following and people knew the name, so they kept the name.
Oh, there you go. Your internet's a little bit mucky with us tonight, dude.
Oh,
Di's asking where the name Caesar came from. It was a haircut thing, wasn't it?
It was a haircut thing. And if you'd have watched Caesars Meet the Freaks, I think we discussed it on there, didn't we, Tim?
Yeah, it was when I joined Rough Justice, everybody got a band name, and they all went out to the pub to decide what my band name should be, and they christened me Caesar because I had a Caesar haircut.
Nice.
And it's stuck.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's been sort of Caesar ever since. I was called Caesar for a while here when I first joined my first band I was in, because there was 3 or 4 Tims in the band. Like the sound guy was called Tim, and the bass player was called Tim, and someone else was called. It was just too confusing. So I reverted to the Caesar name, but I haven't used it much as of late. It may be resurrected. Who can say?
You'll always be Caesar to us, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there we go. You see, that's why I thought I'd give you the option on the old title card, wherever it is. There it is. There.
And obviously, what was it? It's been a name that's been synonymous with Caesar's rants in the past.
Yeah, I often think, should I bring Caesar's rants back? But I'm thinking what I should have done. See, Caesar's rants was social media before social media was invented, because there was no Facebook, there was no MySpace, there was no Twitter, there was no nothing. And I had this vision one day. I woke up one day with this amazing vision of creating online calamity and chaos and causing it Caesar's rants. And then it ran for a while. And what happened is it got to the point where people would post stuff and then someone would call me and say, oh, so-and-so said this, can you delete that? And so-and-so shouldn't have said that, can you delete it? And then so-and-so is out of line saying this, can you remove it? And in the end, I was like, I'm done with this. I mean, it's fun, but I don't want to... Yeah, but it stopped being fun because I didn't want to be a moderator to it, and people were just taking it to extremes. So
by way of contradiction, it was fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that was the thing with the website, wasn't it? You could rant as much as you like, but you had to contradict yourself at the end.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I went to Tesco's and they had nothing, and I'm never shopping in there again. And by way of contradiction, they always have the bread I like, or something like that.
A balanced argument, I think it's called.
But you're right. It was a lot of fun to start with, and people took it in the spirit that it was meant. And then things were happening elsewhere in the group, and it got a bit personal at times.
That's correct. Yeah, there was, like you say, there was personal things happening. We don't need to elaborate, but one person in that party would say, "Oh, so and so can't say that. You have to remove it, and so and so shouldn't be saying this."
By way of contradiction, I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah. I mean, I still have all the logos. I contemplate putting it back up in some form, but I don't know. Don't know whether if the world is ready for that beast to be unleashed again.
I think we've got it. It's just called Facebook.
Yeah, maybe I should just make a Caesar's Rants Facebook group, and there you go. It's done.
Well, that is a thought.
You kind of pre-approve all the posts.
Sarah wants to know if you got all of it archived somewhere.
I used to have the database for it, but the last time I looked through my backups, I don't think I had it. I think I lost it when I moved here.
Ah, that would have been quite interesting to read.
Yeah, going back from being... I mean, if I'd have thought of it at the time, I would have made a better quality backup of it. But I think I had a hard drive crash somewhere along the line, and it never got backed up.
It wouldn't make any sense anyway.
A lot of it probably wouldn't make any sense. A lot of it, you had to be there at the time to understand it.
Exactly. Do you know what's funny? I was listening back to an old Frequency interview we did with little Carl at that radio station. And I've got a recording of that. And it actually mentions like everyone needs to go on Caesar's Rants.
And that's the moment it turned.
Yeah, there you go. That was the point, ladies and gentlemen. That's where it went downhill.
Got tawdry.
It got tawdry after going out on Reading Radio, Reading University Radio.
Those uni students.
So, what's happening with you musically at the moment? Obviously, I know you've got some projects on the go still. I mean, are you pleased with the way FreakJam Made Everyone a Star turned out to start with?
Absolutely. It exceeded my expectations. As I said, I wanted to do something for the anniversary show, and I toyed with a couple of songs I wanted to do, and it didn't really work out how I wanted. And I thought, I wonder if I can just rewrite some lyrics to this. And I played it, and the reaction was so good. And I was so pleased that you produced the track. And Tony, thank you for singing on it, because it is absolutely fantastic.
It was a pleasure. It was fun. It was fun, Ian.
It was fun.
Don't usually find it fun.
And I also, the other day, recorded a song with Joy. She wanted to sing, because, when she was on... Yeah, she wanted to re-record Creep.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I actually put it up on YouTube yesterday. Her background is musical theatre, so she hadn't sung anything for a while. So she figured out how to do the recording piece at home, and then I did it's like an acoustic version. But it's kind of cool.
That's not come up in my feed at all. I'll have to go and have a look for that.
Yeah, I'll have to send it to you so you can hear it.
Yeah, or maybe drop a link in the FreakJam group.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. It's up on the thing. We did it as a more to promote the podcast more than anything. Because we said in the podcast you can listen to the track and all this kind of stuff. So
awesome. And how's the podcast going?
Podcast is going very well, and I could just say, as a public service announcement, if you are considering sponsoring Radio FreakJam for your project, it has very good returns. It's a very competitive price for the month of sponsorship, and we found what we found is that we consistently get a lot more listens, and especially going back to the ones at the very beginning, those are beginning to get quite a lot of listens as well. So we're building an audience, so I'm very pleased.
That's good, and it is difficult with these things because you're putting yourself out there against so many. Some podcasts have been going for years, many years, but there's quite a large market for it, which you don't really know is there until you start looking into it.
No, because I follow a lot of active Twitter accounts and music Twitter accounts, and like everyone and their brother has a podcast. And then you have a look on there, and it's like they are not getting a lot of listens because, like you say, it's a very saturated market. And we were very lucky. Almost from the get-go, we were getting 20, 30 listens an episode, which doesn't sound a lot, but when you're starting from zero, that is actually quite a lot.
It is, totally. And, you've got to build these things. And obviously, we sit and watch our numbers and see how we're doing and look at how, not just our sort of numbers on the night, but over the week and bits and pieces. You have to monitor this stuff. obviously, you know, you're doing this for an audience, and that's what you want to see, and that's what you want to try and build. So I'm really glad we've helped and pushed a few people your way. That's awesome.
Yeah, as I say, Joy and I are having fun doing it. It's exactly what we used to discuss in the break room before we had the break room taken away at work.
Why did they take your break room away?
Oh, the COVIDs. They took it away because of the COVIDs. Well, actually, what they did is they spaced all the tables out and removed half the chairs. And then I went back in the break room one time. Well, I went back a few times, and then there was some grumbles about people sitting too close together in break rooms. So I was like, do you know what? I'm done. I'm going to sit in my office and watch Mythbusters for an hour.
And what myths have you been busting, Tim?
Well, the thing is with Mythbusters, I'm about 3 or 4 seasons into Mythbusters when they actually did like science experiments. But like halfway through it just became, today we're going to bust the myth. If you put explosives in a car, whether it will blow up. And that's what it ended up being.
Sounds much better.
Yeah, okay. Did it blow up? I'm presuming it did.
It probably did.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they went to the bomb range or something, or that Alameda runway that they went to, and things exploded.
Sounds like Top Gear.
Yeah. Or the slow-mo guys. Have you ever watched those, the slow-mo guys on YouTube?
I don't think I have, no.
Oh, go check them out. They do stuff in slow motion. So they might shoot a balloon with a rifle, a balloon full of water with a rifle, and then they'll film it all in slow motion. Or they'll cut a melon in half with a samurai sword and film it all in slow-mo. And it's quite amazing to watch.
It is surprisingly entertaining.
It is.
It doesn't sound like it.
They do some other things like, sit on a skateboard with a condom in a wind tunnel and pull themselves along and film that in slow-mo and stuff like that as well.
You should have led with that.
Should have led with that. Yes, it sounded a little bit more interesting.
They did. Boom.
Nice to see they were doing it safely, though. Just, well, So you're going to give us a couple of songs tonight, Tim?
Well, actually did prepare a couple of songs. If you want me to do a song or two.
Yeah, let's have one.
All right. Well, let me just put this down and get my guitar.
Guitar. There it is. And there's the cat on the sofa. See, Jack's having a bit of a lay down there.
Yeah, I had to. Where is he? There he is. I had to kick him out of the chair. He likes sitting on this chair, and he wasn't happy about going on the sofa. But there he is.
He looks happy now.
Yeah, he's off asleep now.
Come on in. Let's have
up.
our first song for the night from you, sir.
Okay, so what I decided to do is, being the sleepy time person, I decided to redo Dave's version of Di's song, 3 Nights Without Sleep, in a sleepy time version, but I'm more channeling the Dave Bryce version. So here we go. Nights without sleep, and I'm weary on my feet. As soon as I put my head down on the pillow, my thoughts go round and round, and all I want to do is get a little rest. I'm only thinking again. I need to get a little rest. I need to get a little rest. I heard you crying in your sleep. I guess you won't know, but I heard you trying to block out the thoughts of modern life. It ain't easy. My mind is fighting me. It ain't easy living with me. I'm overthinking thoughts, and they go round and round and round. 3 nights without sleep, and I'm weary on my feet. 3 nights without sleep, and I'm weary on my feet. I heard you crying in your sleep. I guess you won't know, but I heard you trying to block out the thoughts of modern life. It ain't easy. My mind is fighting me. I try and I try to find peace, and I lay here just counting sheep. nights without sleep. I'm weary on my feet. 3 nights without sleep. And I'm weary on my feet. 3 nights without sleep. And I'm weary on my feet. Thinking thoughts repeat. They go round and round and round. Counting sheep. I'm counting sheep. Counting sheep. I'm counting sheep. 3 nights without sleep. I'm weary on my feet. 3 nights without sleep. And I'm weary on my feet.
Yeah.
Bow wow. Bow wow.
Bow wow. Bow wow.
Did you enjoy that show then? You liked the
I thought that was
songwriter?
Yeah, I thought that was a really great show. I in some ways, I felt I should have been a part of it because I think it would have been good to do a sleepy time interpretation of someone's song, but maybe next time.
We did it now.
Well, yeah. I mean, you just
There we are.
I missed it. So here you go. Nice job.
I think technically, within a very short time, that's probably become the most covered song on Radio FreakJam.
I think so.
Yeah.
Strangely enough. But yeah, well, look, I do have plans to do another one of those at some point in time. So maybe put yourself up as a performer and we'll see what happens.
Fantastic. I'd be delighted to do that, assuming I can get a Monday off, which I'm sure I can.
Yeah. I'd just ask you at last minute.
It'll be fine. It'll be okay.
Nice T-shirt, by the way. How's the American exports going?
Not too bad. Well, I have the T-shirt, I have a jacket, and I have a hat. I need to get some more merch. I need to speak to my international shipping and logistics division.
Otherwise known as Mum.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
How is she?
She prefers
She's
that
doing
part.
okay. She's still disappointed she can't come yet. She didn't come last year, obviously, and she's been here every year since I've lived here. And she's just waiting for all these various restrictions to be lifted and these quarantine restrictions to be lifted, and she's going to come. She's got a ticket that she's paid for. She's ready to come whenever, but she just can't come at the moment.
Yeah, it's all been changing over here again today with red lists and green lists and all pink lists and blue lists or something. I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
I hadn't heard that. What does that entail?
So yeah, we've got like green lists and red lists and amber lists for travel, and it's all been changing around again today. So Portugal's now amber, and they're not adding any more countries to green or something. I'm not quite sure how it works because generally I don't travel outside of West Drayton, let alone the country. So
I'm waiting for Canada to come back open. I really want to go to Canada again for my birthday, but they're not doing so well with the vaccinations apparently.
Right, okay. I spoke to Ian Blackwood. Sorry, ladies in the chat room, they're probably screaming at his name. And yeah, he said that it's not as advanced as we are or America are by the sounds of it.
No, I mean, I know somebody who's in Toronto, and I keep seeing her posting saying that people can't get vaccinated, or she has only just had her first shot. I mean, I got vaccinated in January. I mean, I'm lucky because I work in healthcare, but it seems to be now you can go into any CVS or Walgreens, which is like Boots, basically, and get a vaccination if you want one. And they're getting to the point where they've sort of exhausted all the people who will willingly have one, and they're trying to bribe people with, like, beer and stuff to get vaccinations.
Do you wish you'd waited? Oh, no, you don't drink.
Well,
You'd be rolling out if you went there.
I had my second one on Tuesday, and Tony had her first one today.
Oh, fantastic.
So we're all getting vaccinated. I'm fully done now, which is awesome, and which means I can get back to life as normal, right?
Yeah, that's it.
No different.
Obviously not.
I would have thought you'd had your second vaccine shot. I mean, you'd probably be booking some gigs for next week. I mean, everything is just completely back to normal. No? Does it work like that? No?
Don't think so, unfortunately, but it's all good. So,
One day.
come on in. Give us another song, sir.
Okay, so I decided I'd never played a Brian May song. So I thought I would sleepy time version. And I'm sorry for everyone, and I haven't really looked at the chat, but I'm sure everyone in the chat is like half asleep at this point. So this will probably just send you completely off. So maybe you could try and wake up a little bit just to hear this. But this is a sleepy time version of Driven by You. touch, and you're afraid of me. We burn, and now I'm at your feet. High speed, and you know you're in safe hands. In the dark, we make a brighter light. From one spark to the horizon wide, we trust, and together tame the land. You be forgiven if you think you're dreaming. We're working night and day to make a dream come true. Everything I do is driven by you. Oh, well, it's tough to make the journey through. The right stuff is dead ahead of you and me. You know, we've still got time. Hold on tight to the driving wheel. This ride is really out of line. Raw deal, but there's no other that's worth a dime. You know I love you, but you drive me crazy. Because you're saying all the things I want to say to you. Everything I do is driven by you. Everything we do. Everything we do. Everything we do. Everything we do. Everything we do is driven by you. Inner children lost their way. Now you know the price you pay. 'Cause I'm holding on to life with you. 'Cause life without you just won't do. Everything we do, everything we do, everything we do, everything we do, everything we do is driven by you.
Ah, very nice.
There we are.
Just give it, as Wispy said in the chat room, has anyone else suddenly got an urge to buy a Ford?
It's just a bloke from Feltham playing the music of another bloke from Feltham. That's all it is.
Is that why you're such a big fan? Because he's just from Feltham. It's not that he's a good guitarist or anything. It's just, he's just a fellow Feltham lad.
Well, there you go. It's probably a bit of everything in there, you know.
Fantastic. Well, we haven't had a Queen number from you yet either, have we, really?
No, maybe I should Sleepy Time a Queen song. I don't know which one I would do. I mean, I could go, I don't know. I've paid my dues, time after time.
That could work.
Yeah, maybe that would work. I don't know. I'll think about that.
He speaks a lot that anyway, doesn't he, almost?
Yeah.
On my sentence.
Maybe that's an idea. Maybe next time I come on here, I'll Sleepy Time We Are the Champions or something. I don't know.
Oh, is it? I've done my sentence, but delivered.
But committed no crime.
Committed no bow wows.
Yeah. I've done my sentence, and I've committed no bow wows.
And bad bow wows.
But bad bow wows. I've had a few.
It could work. It could work.
Oh, fantastic!
Tim-
Well, Ian, let's put the might of the husband's production engine behind this. I think this can be a hit.
Well, let's look at it. You send me something to start with, and we'll take it from there. Now, look, I said to everyone that if I'd done a lunchtime live this Wednesday, which I didn't end up doing because half-term kids and stuff like that, I would play the Sleepy Time version of Enter Sandman. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't do a lunchtime live because with the kids and stuff. So we've got a bit of a black spot in the show tonight. Stephen Roper, unfortunately, has had to drop out of the show because he's had his jab and he's not feeling too great today.
Oh dear.
So do you think you could pull off a live version of Enter Sandman Sleepy Time when Stephen Roper's meant to be on?
Yeah, all I need to do is print the lyrics out because I can't remember lyrics. I'm not a proper singer like the likes of yourself and Tony, so I can't remember lyrics.
You think we remember lyrics?
Assuming I could, I'll print them out. Consider it done. Consider it done.
And what I want to do is I want to dedicate that to Aslan, who was asking for it, and Del, and to Melody, because we had a really lovely weekend with them, didn't we? They opened their house up and let us in and let us stay and fed us and took us for walks in the woods and even invited Josh and Oggy and who was the other bloke? McGregor. And the kids along to come and have a beer with us, and it was really, really lovely. So lovely to see everyone. So we'll do it for them, Tim.
Yeah, I would. As they gave you such a nice birthday, I'd be delighted to do Sleepy Time Sandman for them.
Awesome. So we got Sean on first, anyway. So we'll get Sean on in a couple of minutes, and then you can have a little bit, maybe a bit of a practice when Sean's playing or something. We'll get your lyrics sorted out when Sean's having a play, and come back. There you go. Wicked. So there we go. That's something sorted to fill some time, isn't it?
Yes.
There we are.
Wow.
How's Hannah? She good?
She's absolutely fine. She's working at the moment. She's pretty much gone back to being in the office. She was working almost exclusively at home, and then about a month, 6 weeks ago, she just woke up and said, "You know what? I'm going back to work now." Her manager didn't ask her to do it. She just decided it would be a good idea. So she's been going back to work every day.
Well, I suppose we've all got to get back some sort of normality at some sort of time. And seeing as you seem to be there a little bit ahead of us, why not?
Yeah, I think we're the United States generally. I think we're probably a little bit too far ahead. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, we've vaccinated millions and millions of people, but it does seem a bit bizarre after having gone in like shops and establishments and places for the last year or so with this face mask business. Like I went into Lowe's today, which is like home-based type place, buying wood and stuff to meddle about with my house. And you don't have to wear a face mask anymore. And Walmart's the same. And Kroger, went to see Chad today. No face mask required.
How was Chad?
You see the other side of his face.
Yeah, it's really surprising. I was like, that's what you look like. I didn't even recognize you.
Recognize you with your chin. It's like after all the Zooms, I didn't recognize you with legs.
Did he actually smile at you, Tim, and you knew about it?
Yeah, well, yeah, we hugged like old friends, me and Chad, what we're like.
If you go in there and see him, you've got to get a selfie or something with him.
Do you know, thing is, I think the actual guy whose name is not Chad, I forget what his name is.
I've got this whole fantasy in our head of this guy, Chad, who gives you shopping.
Yeah. I forget what the guy's name was. It was like Marlon or something. I can't remember. But he auditioned for a band I was in, but he was far too young. He was like 14 or 15. And then as I started to take you all to do Kroger pickup when we started the Zoom thing, we saw him a few times. Do you remember? Because he used to come in on the call and say hi. And then I think he doesn't work at Kroger anymore. But the thing is, in my heart, he still works at Kroger.
He will always
in
be
my
there.
heart. Yeah, in my heart, he's like the regional manager or something now. I know he's like about 17 at this point, but it doesn't matter. He's like Mr. Kroger. He's number one in the Kroger organization, I think, probably.
Awesome. So, all right, so we're going to get Sean on. So, a quick cheers as well, by the way, to yourself there, Tim, and to everyone in the chat room and everything. Hope you're all doing well. He's on the water. Look, you're on the hard stuff.
Well, it is 3:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, but you're not working.
Well, I suppose that's true, but I mean, I feel I've let the FreakJam community down. I don't even have any booze in the house at all.
Not even a solitary beer, Tim.
No, I mean, I like Guinness once in a while. And we haven't bought any Guinness for a while. Maybe the while is up and I need to buy some Guinness now. I don't know. But maybe what I'm going to do is when this finishes at like 6 o'clock or whenever it is, go and see Chad again. I say, Chad, I need my Guinness. And he's going to say, of course you do. And he's going to bring it to the car or something.
Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Good evening.
Hello.
You well?
Yeah, all well, thank you.
What's going on?
Not a lot. It was a bank holiday weekend, so of course Bournemouth was a nightmare with people coming here, but that's good. It was good for the industry, so that's good.
It's fantastic. Did you get down the beach?
Sean trying to contain
Yeah.
his anger.
It's fine.
No,
It's
Bite at
absolutely,
it. Bite at
tourism is great. It really is.
It is good for the community.
They are ruining my life one person at a time.
No, the only weird thing is like the amusements down in Bournemouth, there were queues, like massive queues trying to get into the amusements, and I thought, well, I wouldn't really want to sit in like a queue of 50 people just to go and play with little coin machines.
Yeah, but
but
you live there.
Yeah, maybe.
You can go off season and not queue at all.
Yeah, it's all right for you.
But I don't usually go down. It's not like, after dinner I'll pop down, I'll put
Well,
a couple
you
of
should.
scooters in the machine.
I bet you do. I bet you go and ride the roller coasters.
I can see
Yeah.
you, Sean. You go for like a 3, 4, 5 mile walk down to the front, put your 2p's in the little pushy table thing.
Have you 2p's worth?
And maybe there'd be like a key ring in there or something. I don't know.
A Barbie one. It's always a Barbie one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a whole box of just crap in a box.
You crap in a box. Funny that, because Darren
Yeah.
shits out of a window. So
No, at least I keep it inside. I don't litter the place. It's fine.
I don't know. I think I'd rather it outside, to be honest. That's going to smell after a while. I'm just saying.
Well, that escalated quickly.
This always happens when I get the
Yeah.
8:30 slot.
Yeah.
This always happens.
Always get
It started when Sarah joined the chat room earlier, to be honest. That's when it went south really quickly, as my father
Yeah,
put it.
I think it was
So,
Harris earlier. But...
Come on and give us a song, Sean.
Cool. Right. Well, today I learned "Want You Had" by The Offspring. So we're going to try something a bit different because here we go. So this could be a complete disaster, but who cares? Let's go for it. You could only read my mind. You know that things between us ain't right. Know your arms are open wide. You're a little on the straight side. I can't lie. Your one vice is you're too nice. Come around, why can't you see? I want you all tattooed. I want you back. Complicated, mistreat me. I want you back, 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 back. If you could only read my mind, you would know that I've been waiting so long. Someone almost just like you, but without you I'm waiting. So come on, there goes the time. Go out those highlights. Come around, why can't you see? I want you in a vinyl suit. I want you back. Complicated, X-rated. I want you back, 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 back. Don't get me wrong. I know you're only being good, but that's what's wrong. Guess I'm just misunderstood. Sound I want you back. Complicated, X-rated, I want you back. I need it, I need it, I want you back, 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 back. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot faster than I'm used to playing. And a lot
Everybody
of bar
loved
chords.
it.
Yeah, everyone thought it was a great song, so you've done really well. Good choice.
Cheers.
There's a lot of bar chords. A lot of bar chords.
Surprised me.
Oh,
I love a barcode.
Cheers. Cheers, Sean.
cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
On the craft
Cheers,
ad
Sean.
again.
Yeah, craft ale. But...
Always.
Well, we had an annoying thing on Tuesday, so we didn't get to gig because the air conditioning didn't work, and so the beer all went off.
Oh.
So yeah, we didn't get to play, and they're waiting on a part, which is going to take about 3 or 4 days to come in. So
They're celebrating in the chat room here, mate. Did they get you out? Were you watching the chat as you played?
no, I wasn't.
No,
That was just me, like trying to concentrate. Yeah, got it. I got it.
They're claiming a victory, but obviously it wasn't.
No, I did see a couple of comments that you put up on the stream,
Yes.
but I was kind of looking at the words and looking down, and yeah, I could look in 3 places at once. It wasn't going to work.
Why not?
That's kind of what I have to do. I kind of look at 3 places at once with this. It's all good fun. Come on in, give us another track, sir.
Cool. I'm going to do a bit of free falling because I haven't got another new one, and I quite like playing free falling.
Oh, go on.
What?
Tell him off.
No.
Why? Oh, what? Because of the request from last week?
No. It wasn't a request, it was a suggestion. Carry on.
I was about to say, you can't have a go, because last week
not
you
having a
said,
go. Not
it's,
having a go.
it's entirely up to you. You
Yeah.
can do what you like,
Do
Sean,
what
I
you like,
believe was the
Sean.
word.
Yeah, do what you like, Sean.
It's entirely up to you, but if you don't do it, you'll never be allowed on the show ever again.
Not my words.
So nice,
the
nice
words
knowing
of
you all,
Timo
Jamie.
Sullivan.
Nice knowing you. Waving. Say goodbye.
Go on and dude, over to you.
Here we go. She's a good girl. She loves her mama, loves Jesus and Americans. She's a good girl. Crazy about Elvis, love so sick, and our boyfriend. It's a long day, living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy. 'Cause they don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy. Breaking up, and I'm free. I'm free falling, and I'm free. I'm free falling. All the vampires are walking through the valley in West Down. Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys standing in the shadows, and all the good girls are home with us. And I'm free, I'm free falling, and I'm free, I'm free falling. Glide down over my hollow on a rider, name in the sky and a free fall out into nothing. Gonna leave this world for all, and I'm free. I'm free falling.
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you.
Very nice, sir. Very nice. So, I saw earlier you put on Facebook that tomorrow you're going to get up, you're going to go for a walk, you're going to come back, have a shower, write some songs. Record
Yeah,
some
I'll put it
songs,
in
more
there because
specifically.
then people ask me tomorrow and I'll go, yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And people will bug me with it. So that's what
Well,
I'm
it's
doing.
now on live on YouTube, recorded for prosperity. So if that doesn't happen, we can just refer back to this point in the video, and there you are saying it.
Yeah, it's fine. This is how it works. like Tony said last week, that I could do the song or I could not do the song. It was entirely up to me. So that go back and watch last week and you'll see.
That's what I meant.
If I'm going to be stuck to this contract, everyone else has to.
You have no idea how this works, have you, Sean?
No. It's only been, what was it, year and a bit. Still haven't got the concept of this, you know.
Look, Tony's so sort of traumatised by that. She's on a pint of gin. Look,
Pint of gin. Oh,
In a FreakJam mug, no less.
yeah,
Yes, fine.
it's that dramatic. You know what I mean?
It's very hot. It's water. Sorry to disappoint you.
Tony's double part. That's what I'm seeing. with a pint of water and some gin.
They're both FreakJam though.
Oh, there we are.
Representing.
By the way, go get FreakJam merch. Any of that stuff you've just seen, or any of the T-shirts you see here.
Where can they get that from, Sean?
trying
At
to
the
make
link
up for it now.
below. Oh no, that
Trying to
way,
make up
that
for
way.
it now.
Oh no, I can't go over enough.
Can I do it? There we
There you
are.
go.
There you go.
FreakJam.b4branded.co.uk.
Thank you very much,
Or
Tim.
for our American viewers, freakjam.b4branded.co.uk. That
Very
sounds
nice.
rubbish. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to stop doing that. It sounds rubbish.
But you may think it's rubbish, but Tomo is just that little bit happier every time you do that. So
Well, I typically want to bring joy to Tomo, so if it makes him happy, I'm glad I brought that to him.
how does Joy feel about this?
Joy has
Kicking
not heard
and
that.
screaming.
No, she probably is in the chat and she's like, oh, goodness me.
Well, you could do a podcast where you do an American accent and Joy does an English accent through like the whole podcast and see what happens.
I don't know if I could keep that up for an hour and 10 minutes, to be honest.
Sean, we got to move on, dude. Good to see you.
Cool. See
Right.
you guys later.
And I'll look forward to some recorded songs very soon.
Okay.
That's your contract.
Bye.
Well
Heard
done.
it here
See you
first.
later.
See you
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. Yeah, you've got to put a little bit of pressure on. I mean, Stephen Roper was the same. You know, we had to lean on him a little bit to get his shit done. So I'm just got to lean on Sean now to get his shit done too.
I think Sean would probably write some great songs. I think he really would. And I think assuming he does it tomorrow after he's been for his 52-mile walk, I think everything will
And
be
played
fine.
with the 2p slot machines.
Yeah, and won a key ring with the Simpsons on it or something. Do you remember those? What they used to do is put like large toys in there that wouldn't even fit down the hole that the money would drop down.
And you always thought, it's only 2p? And then £3 later, you're like, still going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only £3.
And I remember they used to do ones with like 10p pieces and 20p pieces for the big gamblers out there.
Yes,
There'd be a tenner laying on top.
that's it.
Yeah.
It would be, yeah.
I remember that.
Which was probably fake, let's be honest.
Or it was just wedged somewhere so you couldn't get it ever.
Exactly. We used to go on holiday to Chelsea every year. My nan and granddad had a caravan there, and the amusements there had all of those in. Like you say, with like £5 notes and tenners and stuff in there. But I don't think anyone ever won them.
Yeah, but the hope. That's all you needed.
Yeah, it was just the maybe it was going to happen. Maybe the 40 quid that you're going to put in it to get that tenner out would be worth it.
40 quid? We're not paying that.
The lost machines of false hope.
Yes.
Exactly.
Waterfalls of doom.
It's like a Bill Bailey thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man, and the crane machines obviously as well, where you know the toy that you always wanted was the one wedged in firmly by every other toy around it.
Exactly. Well, do you know what I found out about those machines? They have the same algorithm as a fruit machine. So every time the thing comes down, it potentially could actually lift the stuff up if you wanted. But there's an algorithm for wins that it'll only grasp it properly a certain amount of times.
Yeah. I'm actually quite lucky on those. I've won a good Yoda, and I won a good Flash out of those. Yeah. They're around
He
somewhere.
said sorry.
I'm not allowed back there again, but yeah, it's all good. So come on then. Did you have some time to get prepared for a sleepy time? There we go. Look at this.
All right, let me get I put my guitar down when I was doing the printing, so let me just get it.
So I want to dedicate this to Aslan Dallin Melody, purely because Aslan was asking for it the other day, and I promised I'd play it
I
on
must
Wednesday.
admit, I'm going in cold. I haven't practiced. Normally, I spend weeks, months preparing my sleepy time songs. Minutes. Yeah, I normally run through it. I run through it about 15 minutes before the show starts, normally once. But I'm going in cold, but I'm going to try my best for Sleepy Time Sandman. It's been a while. It's a classic, but it's been a while.
Over to you then, sir.
Okay. Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget my son. To include everyone. I tuck you in, warm within. Keep you free from sin. Till the Sandman he comes. Sleep with one eye open. Gripping your pillow tight. Exit light. Enter night. Take my hand. We're off to Never Never Land. Something's wrong. Shut the light. Heavy thoughts tonight. And they aren't of Snow White. Dreams of war. Dreams of liars. Dreams of dragons fire. And the things that will bite. Sleep with one eye open. Gripping your pillow tight. Exit light. Enter night. Take my hand. We're off to Never Never Land. Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. And never mind that noise you heard. It's just the beast under your bed. In your closet, in your head. Exit light. Enter night. Grain of sand. Exit light. Enter night. Take my hand. We're off to Never Never Land.
Very nice, sir.
There we
Very
are.
nice. Did you see Darren's comment? Sleepy time, Tim, really works. He has sent my customer to sleep whilst I was shaving him.
That's fantastic.
Shavy timed him.
Shavy time, Tim.
And then his mum put a comment straight after. Darren just phoned and said one of his customers he was just shaving nearly fell asleep listening to Sleepy Time, Tim.
So is that 2 customers or the same one?
You're living up to your names, Darren. Darren, maybe this could be a thing. A new business thing, shave while sleeping, and we just played the whole Sleepy Time Tim album and just put you in, earplugs so you can't hear it and you can carry on working and the customers all fall asleep and it's a new experience.
I think that'd be fantastic. And maybe with the Zoom and everything, we could do a live thing so that the customer can say, what do you want? Oh, I really want some Stone Temple Pilots. Okay, then. And then I do a Sleepy Time version and while he's shaving them.
And Wispy says, Darren, I did not fall asleep with you caressing my face. So I think there's a story we need to find out about. It wasn't his face once he was asleep. Darren never misses an opportunity.
And we have to wait for till 10 o'clock to hear that story when Wispy's on.
10:30, yeah, 10:30. But we can wait for that story and I will remember to talk about that.
Marvellous.
Sarah's saying it should be the new spa music. And it's just the one customer, apparently.
Right.
Just to clarify. And it's all getting a bit tawdry in there. I don't know why. It's not like we've encouraged it in any sort of sense, Tim.
No.
Absolutely not. This is a family show, sort of, not really. And turned into some kind of tawdry chat.
Yeah, it was sleepy time, not tawdry time.
So, you got any other projects ongoing? I'm sure there's things that you're meant to be sending me, Tim, that you haven't sent me yet.
Well, the only outstanding project I have is the one with Andy. That has been outstanding for months and months and months. And Andy, I sincerely apologise. It's a combination of being busy at work, being busy having gigs, and trying to track down the guy who does the videos for me and getting all of those things to come together. Because like I say, oh, what are you doing this week? And he's like, oh, yeah, well, I've got this going on this day and that going that day. And I say, what about Friday? And then he's like, oh, then I've got a gig. And it's just been like that and that and that. It seems to be that when I made those videos with Jenny was at a time when we were sort of semi-lockdown here. So he has a lot of church commitments that he does. And a lot of those things that he was doing at the time, he wasn't doing. So he was able to do it.
God will understand.
Absolutely.
Just tell him he's working for you and God will understand.
And if he doesn't, just say sorry.
There we go. But that said, I really do need to finish that. I've got an edit of it without any of my footage in it, and it is absolutely fantastic. Andy's vocals are fabulous. His guitar playing is first class. I just need to get my bits in there, finish the edit, and then it will be done.
Come on, Tim, get your bits in there.
I'm not even going there. I'm just that's what she said.
Well, the thing is, I could shoot it at home. I mean, with my iPhone because it's got a reasonably good camera on it. But Josh's footage is so nice with a proper DSLR camera. My worry is if I shoot it on a phone and it's not lit properly, it won't look as good because Andy's footage looks first class.
Right, I've not seen it. I'm eager. This has been an ongoing project.
Exactly. It's one of these things that when it's finally unleashed to the world, it will be worth the wait. So I said, Andy really has done a fabulous job on it. But it's trying to logistically get it all to come together. I'm almost at the point where when I go back to work next week, I'm going to ask him if I can borrow his lights and his green screen and see if I can do it at home myself.
I reckon you could if you've got a half-decent camera. Even an iPhone these days, a decent iPhone, you're getting 1080p footage, and they're getting better and better with the light sensors. So, you can actually pull off some quite professional-looking stuff, even with a mobile phone now.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a 12, so, I mean, it should be, pretty good.
Yeah. That's really weird to see you with an Apple product, Tim.
Well, I tell you what it is. I bought that new car, that Nissan that seats about 5, and it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in it. And I had an Android phone, and I plugged it in it, and it did not work whatsoever.
It wasn't auto at all.
No, it was buggy, slow. You press the screen, nothing would happen, and the phone would lock up, and the radio would lock up. And then somebody I know that had a really expensive Android, a Pixel, brand new one, and we plugged it in there, and it was buggy, and you press the thing, and it would seize up, and it wouldn't work properly. And then someone I worked with who has an iPhone, I said, "Can I just try?" And she's like, "Sure." And we put it in. It's like, "Don't work first time."
That's how they get you.
Night, Mum and Dad. See you in the chat room there.
Good night,
stay
dear.
safe, stay well. We'll see you soon. I'll call you. We'll do lunch. So, look, mate, I've been telling you about the virtues of Apple products for years. You were very resistant towards them for a very long time. I'm pleased to see an Apple product in your possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very pleased with this 12. I almost bought a Mac. When I bought this new computer, this Dell that I'm on with you now, I almost bought one. And what put me off it is that with those M1 chips, all the stuff I wanted to do with it didn't work on M1. I don't know if it's the same now, but when I was at the point where I had to buy one, none of that stuff worked.
Right. Have they updated that yet?
I haven't looked because I was only looking at the time when I was ready to spend my money, but certainly the PreSonus audio box, which is the official sponsor of Radio FreakJam, that didn't work.
No, you are.
And oh yeah.
Whoops.
That didn't work, and then like the Studio One software that come with it didn't work with it, and there's a lot of other like little things that didn't work with it, and I thought I can't be doing with that, and then I bought a big thing with Dell written on it, and it's been fine.
Oh, Dell's lovely. We spent the weekend with her. She's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
She always knows when somebody is at the door.
It's like she's psychic.
Yeah.
Talking about some at the door, should we invite our next guest on?
Talking of sidekick.
Talking about psychic. So, we've got Simon Maslin next.
Oh.
Our resident doctor of archaeology, no less. Which is interesting because obviously Olivia Roper, she's into archaeology now. And Pete's other half, Anne, is into archaeology as well. So we've actually got quite a historical following, Tim.
A big archaeological following on Radio FreakJam. And in fact, I have a find of the week that I want to share with Smaslin when he comes on.
Awesome. I mean, what do you call the collective of archaeologists? Is it a dig of archaeologists? That would work.
Maybe. Or maybe it's archaeology or something with one of those words.
Archaeology.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe a dig. Maybe a preservation.
A preservation of archaeologists. Let's ask the man himself.
Oh, hello.
Smaslin, hang about.
Hey! What?
Have you borrowed Phil's backdrop?
Phallic
I
shadow.
broke into his house. He doesn't know.
Fair play. Where is he? Have you knocked him out in a cupboard somewhere?
He may emerge later, but for now he's off screen, which is probably for the best. How are we all?
We want to know what the collective noun for archaeologists is.
An underpayment. True fact.
There we go. You see, this is an educational show, and this is why we like you joining us.
Oh, all right, thank you.
So, you're not called Smaslin tonight?
No, we're going on to our nom de guerre of the broken ones. I'm not sure it's Phil Reese and the broken ones or just the broken ones. If I'm the only broken one, we're both broken. I feel broken. My toe hurts, so I'm guessing we're both broken ones tonight.
Have you stubbed your toe on Phil's coffee table?
I'm just getting old. I don't know what's going on with my arthritis or something. I just bashed it. I don't know. It hurts anyway. So sadly, that means I have to drive, which means I'm not drinking. So I'm doing this entirely sober, which is probably an extremely bad idea.
Well, cheers.
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 All right, thank you. International Clinky.
Yeah.
Across the pond.
There you go.
Well, come on then, broken
Right,
one.
I'm going to do a song, and it's a song some of you might know. It's by a little band called The Who. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be fated to telling only lies, but my dreams are as empty as my conscience seems to be. I got lonely, lonely. My love is vengeance, it's never free. No one knows what it's like to have these feelings like I do, and I blame you. No one bites back as hard on their anger. None of my pain can show through, but my dreams are as empty as my conscience seems to be. I got hours all alone. My love is vengeance, it's never free. My fist clenches, crack it open, or I use and lose my cool. If I smile, please tell me some bad news, for I laugh and act like a fool. If I swallow anything evil, my fingers down my throat. Oh, give me a blanket in the winter, let me wear your coat. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man, behind blue eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice, sir.
Some of you might know that one.
Yeah. That was that Limp Bizkit band, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fred Durst wrote that. It's a Fred Durst original. Absolutely.
He's a lyrical genius.
He's a lyrical genius with a sensitive soul.
Wispy wanted you to do the speak and spell bit.
Yeah.
So come on, Tony.
What? Find of the week. Find of the week.
Find of the week. So I've got to find a week at Phil's house. This is exciting.
Find of the week at Phil's house.
Which I haven't lost it.
I'm just impressed he's remembered to bring one. That's
no, I know you only love my artifacts. This is something I'm brutally aware of. So I brought something tonight that's actually nice and robust because I can break it if I'm stumbling around in an unfamiliar environment. And it is. Oh, hold up! Connect to that. It's a bit of flint, but it's a very special bit of flint. This is a sort of looks conical. It's got facets around most of its sides, and this is something that you might find if you're out walking. Oh, all of this. My beautiful assistant. Now look at that, beautiful. So, for those of you who are interested in finding, old things when you're out and about walking your dogs or whatever, this is something you might come across. And it's not a tool, but it's the thing that gets left behind when people make tools. So this is a blade core, and it's Mesolithic in date. It's about 10,000 years old, and it's got these facets where people have taken off long, thin flint blades and used them to, kill things and skin animals and whatever. And this is what's left behind. This is the bit of flint that they can't use, and it just gets left. So where you find these is where they've been making tools and camping and all that sort of business. So it's a really good indicator where people were doing things in the Mesolithic period, so Middle Stone Age, when people were sort of doing the hunter-gatherer lifestyle.
So it's a tool.
It's not a tool. It's what's left behind when they finished making tools.
You'd probably call it a big tool.
The end of the tool.
It is the end of it. It was left. It's the bit of raw material that gets left when the tools have been made. So
I love how he's not at his house and he still took something.
This is it. It's amazing. But Tim,
it's great. It's something you might see. It's one of the more recognisable kinds of flint artifacts. So there we are.
10,000 years old as well. That's pretty cool.
10,000 years old. This is it. Yeah, and the last ice age to when they started working out to do farming and stuff like that.
Now, Caesar, you had a question you wanted to ask Mr. Dr. Simon Maslin.
No, I wanted to show him my find of the week that came out the cupboard.
Right.
So I know you're a vinyl guy because I see the
I am a vinyl
records
guy.
behind you. So I wanted to show you this find of the week out the cupboard. Find of the week. This is a 1977 Corgi Frisco Disco.
Wow, that is a sweet turntable.
Yeah, it's I don't know what kind of cartridge it has on it, but I had one of these Christmas '77 when I was 3. I got one of these, and then it just evaporated over the sands of time. But I bought one a few years ago for a stupid amount of money because I wanted another one. But why this is important is this record player started my love of music. This is where it began with this item.
Was that 10,000 years ago?
This was about
not if it's 1977, no. That was a summer punk, a good year.
But I just wanted to share my find of the week from the cupboard, find of the week with Maslin because I know he's a vinyl guy. But yeah, and it still works. You put batteries in it and it works. And yeah, Excellent. There you go.
So one of the things about being in Phil's place is you don't get to see my ever-growing spider vinyl collection. I now have pretty much everything they've done on vinyl apart from 2 12 inches. So it's taken over the entirety of my office now.
We did notice last week that there was a few more in there.
I keep having late night drunken eBay dives, and I spent the whole evening watching AWOL on YouTube, but not so long ago, and just checking out all the spider. There's a few spider videos kicking around on YouTube from years ago. It's quite extraordinary. Yeah.
So
there we go.
I do believe that the things are going to change now.
So for my next song, we're mixing it up a little bit.
Speaking of things coming out the cupboard.
Very exciting. What's this?
Hey!
All right. Good evening, guys.
How you doing? You all right?
I'll take the headphones off. We can't hear what they're saying now.
Need to move a little bit that way, mate. So
probably for the best.
There we go.
That's right. My daughter's already put dents in it. Well, it's final week's nice and robust this week, so that's the idea anyway. Right. Poor old grandpa laughed at all his words. Thought he was a bitter man. He spoke of women's ways. He said to trap you and to use you before you even know. Love is blind and you're far too kind. Don't ever let it show. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger. Can such a pity show steal your heart away? Backstage, back on earth again, the dressing rooms are gray. Come on strong, and it's not too long before you feel a man. Love is blind, and soon you'll find you're just a boy again. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I'm stronger. You want her lips, but you get her cheek, and you don't know where you are. You want some more, but she's fast asleep, and you twinkle like a star. Poor old grandson, hear the words I say. You gotta find out for yourself, and that's just the hardest way. Ooh la la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la la, ooh la 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 la. Wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger. Ooh la la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la. Wish that I knew what I know now. when I was younger, wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger.
Yeah.
Oh, the crowd goes wild.
Squeeze up, fellas. Make it look like you love each other.
Hey!
Turn yourself up a bit, Phil.
Mic number 2 are there. Simon's going to do it now. I'll Phil.
Your pink
mate.
muff.
Brilliant to see you.
Are we up now? That should be a bit better, hopefully.
Yeah, that
We'll find out next song.
We'll find out next song. Yeah, just we can hear you.
What
Just
have I
about.
done?
I turned him off. That's all. I turned you up to 11. Oh, good. Right, I'm up to 11, so we'll be fine.
That should be absolutely fine. Come on, squeeze up. Let's see the pair of you together.
There we are.
There you go. So you've been rehearsing, lads.
We have, yeah. We've done, I think, 5 of these now. 5 or 6. And we played a little garden party on Saturday, and it was loads of fun.
It was. We were upstage from my daughter, who decided to do a stage invasion, and she was far too cute for everybody to keep looking at her,
Stupidly
so
cute.
Unfortunately, it did wander off a little bit towards the end. But
This country.
I know,
Mate,
right?
the kids have a way of stealing the show, though.
They
Really,
do.
really
Yeah,
do.
she chose that moment as we were sort of mid-set to start bumbling around the crowd, being all
Best
cute.
time.
Can't even be mad at her because she's so cute.
Children. Anyway, yeah. So here we are.
So,
But yeah,
so,
it's been really, really good fun.
so come on, you've got another song.
We have another
We
song.
have indeed, and we decided to do this one about 45 minutes ago, having played it last night at the end of a little practice. So what could go wrong?
Well, at first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then you told me to do that, and then you did the right, and I grew strong. I learned how to get along. Now you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that look upon your face. I've changed my fucking locks. I should have made you live with me. If I'd have known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. 'Cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Do you think I'd come home? You think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my life to give. I will survive. I will survive. Yeah. Well, it took all the pain I had just not to fall apart. I'm sitting here thinking of the pieces of my broken heart. So you turn up here now, you expect me to be free, but I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Oh, now go, the tiny do. I'm not the chained up little person still in love with you. I'm not loving it, and you expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Oh, no, now go, walk out the door, just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbyes? Do you think I'd rumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll survive. I've got
survive. I will survive. Oh, now go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Do you think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I've got a weed to fix, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I actually love Cake. I love the band Cake. So when you started up with that, I was like, yes, they're doing a Cake. Well, it's a cover, but they're doing Cake.
It's like differently.
We know you love Cake,
Leonard
Tony.
Cohen style. Leonard Cake. Leonard Cake.
Tony loves Cake, not the band.
Everyone loves Cake. Who doesn't
Never
love
heard of the
Cake?
band.
Yeah, they know I will survive.
Yeah. I didn't know they were called Cake.
Yeah, you do now.
Good.
See, educational as well as entertaining. That's what it's about, ladies and gentlemen.
Entertainment.
Well, I was going to say something there, and then we got distracted by Cake.
It happens.
It does happen. It does happen. But nice harmonies in that going on there, lads. Nice.
Well, thank you. Yeah, they're coming together.
Yeah.
Turns out he's a decent singer and he can pull me up.
If we could start playing in time thing, we could be getting them.
So that was it. Tomo was saying, were you playing that song as a hint for telling Smaslin to fuck off out your house?
No!
I don't think it'd hint though, would it?
It's all a metaphor.
To be free.
It's all a metaphor.
It's all a metaphor. Oh, we like
Just turn up and start playing guitar at him until you tell him to go away.
Which is never.
And everyone's wondering, has Smaslin officially replaced Ainsley?
Well, we'll find out next week.
At least he turns
He's around
up.
here somewhere.
He's still knocking around. He's like,
Yeah,
bloody.
you can't replace Ainsley. He's like a team mascot, isn't he?
Well, Smaslin, you could become the team mascot.
Maslin.
Team Maslin.
Team Maslin mascot, yeah.
Maslot.
Masclot.
Masclot. Oh,
Masclot.
bad subject.
Ooh.
Terrible. Yeah. Oh, that's got.
There's a procedure for that, I'm sure.
You're the doctor, sir. You're the doctor.
Not that kind of doctor. I hate to
Sorry.
say in this
Not that
global
kind of
pandemic, famous not that kind of doctor.
Do you want to play
Not
in
going to
a
help you there,
inflated?
unfortunately. So.
Yeah. Is there a doctor on the board? Yeah,
Yes,
me.
find of the week.
You've got
Dinosaurs, we're
nurse,
up to.
enough. Almost a nurse. Yeah. Almost a nurse, almost a doctor. So that's.
You made me go through a full physical before this.
That's entertaining.
Was it a bit of the old cough, Phil?
Find the week. Find the week. Find the week.
You're right there.
Anyway, Cake.
So, are we having one more song, I do believe?
Yeah, it's time. I better go because
Yeah.
it's time for Phil to play something decent now.
Well, it's a big claim.
That's the stretch.
Yeah. It's time for
To
Phil
play
to play
something.
something.
So I just got leaves.
Yeah. Awkwardly walk off.
Awkwardly walk off.
Like, knock the computer over.
Bye, Smaslin.
Like you rehearsed it.
Right, I haven't actually played this one since January, so I'm pulling all the hits out tonight. You tell me everything's alright, but I can see that that's a lie. You've got melancholy in your eyes. You don't have to pretend with me. I've known you long enough to see we all crash and burn over time. It's okay not to be okay. Everybody has bad days. It's alright not to be alright. Just remember it's alright. It's alright. And with every passing day, things will slip away. The one thing you can rely on is time. And it won't be bad for good. You won't always be misunderstood. Take your steps and try. It's okay not to be okay. Everybody has bad days. It's alright not to be alright. Just remember it's alright. You're running right. It's okay not to be okay. Everybody has bad days. It's alright not to be alright. Just remember it's alright. You're on the right. If I could teach you just one thing, the lesson that I'd say, hold on to hope, and the world will beat you down. Pick yourself up off the ground. You're stronger than you know. It's okay not to be okay. Everybody has bad days. It's alright not to be alright. Just remember it's alright. You're on the right.
Bit of a secret songwriter coming out in you there, Phil.
Yeah, I've been waiting to play that for a while.
How did you find the version of yours by Jen and Tom?
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was so different. And I mean, that's what we were hoping for from this whole thing, was that we'd get interpretations that would be totally different and wildly unique. And honestly, it was I was sat on my sofa, really excited to see who was going to play my song. And it was clicking down. I was like, oh, it's not them. It's not them. And then I didn't think it was going to be Jenny. And then when Tomo turned up, and I went, oh, here it is. And they did the most beautiful version of it. And it was just lovely. And I actually, I'll admit, I had a little cry. I was super touched by how different and how touching. And I mean, I think it's a really positive song about backing yourself and listening to your friends and things. And they totally captured that for me in a totally different way. And it's just beautiful. So I really like to thank them. And I've chatted with Jenny since, and Tom, mate, you did a great job. It was beautiful.
It is, and it was amazingly different. I think of all the songs, yours had the most contrast with the other performance.
Yeah. It was great. Now I've listened back to it a lot, and yeah, it's one that when they do Geronimo, which they absolutely have to do, they should definitely stick into the set and claim as their own, because it's great.
It's wicked, and again, it's kind of you've done a few covers of other people's songs and bits and pieces over this time, and it kind of reflects on all of that sort of feeling that we've been trying to sort of create, of that creativity of using other people's songs, of covers, and it really worked, and we'll do it again.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And also, anyone who was kind of a bit nervous about it, a bit like, I don't really know, do it. Honestly, 100% do it. Even if you're not someone who has written songs before or don't think you're musical, come up with some of the other people within here to help you out with stuff. And because it's such a rewarding process to see something you've written being played by someone else and hearing their take on your creativity. So honestly, I can't like express enough how awesome it was. And I'm sure that the other songwriters will absolutely back me on that.
Yeah, and it was really interesting to see everyone's different reactions and different sort of thought processes on. It got quite intense with people trying to work out whose song was who and who was what. Wispy was getting all flustered and kept changing his mind, and it was. It did get.
Again, he was a great person to have as a co-host. Like he brought a real something to that, and it's because he's such a lovely, kind, genuine person.
it was really nice to see the kind of unfiltered joy of him hearing things for the first time, and then seeing the original version and be like, "Wow, that was just a million miles off."
I think what we needed, obviously, was a person who would represent everyone else in the chat room. From that,
and he's a perfect person for that.
You know, we needed the general public's point of view, because obviously Tony and I had heard all the tracks and we knew what was going on. So, you know, I couldn't really sort of represent a fair balance, but Wispy could, and you know, to have him guessing along with everyone in the chat room, it just worked. It was a lovely little format that clicked into place,
it was another super fun Monday. That, I mean, that was right up there with Secret Songwriter. Sorry, with Dance Jam as one of the just off the wall, brilliant, crazy Monday nights that was so much fun.
And hopefully we'll do some more of those. And Gilbo, obviously, on Monday.
Great to see her finally do it. And we've been banging on her about it for months and months and months and months, like almost a year.
Wispy says I'm actually a right arsehole, Phil.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, of course you are. Of course you are.
Just one of his
Yeah.
personalities. Sorry, Gilbo, awesome, yes.
Yeah. No, she was amazing. And she was so worried that she wouldn't have anything to say, nothing interesting. And, I've got nothing to say, and it's going to be so boring. Don't know where she comes from. But she was brilliant. She was...
I don't know. You definitely don't know where she comes from. No, definitely not.
Or
not
how
with
she
that
speaks.
accent. That's exactly how she speaks. It's her role.
But if you did miss it, go and check out the Meet the Freaks we've done with Gillian on Monday night. Lots of fun.
Fascinating stories.
Fascinating stories, and just, you know, we concentrate a lot on musicianship here. It's nice to hear and talk to the listeners, to the appreciators, to the people who, you know, like our music and request our songs.
And yeah, she's been here since week 0 as well. Kind of, she didn't listen to everything, but she was dipping in from week 0. So she's got such a great take on everything that's happened and the kind of journey of this show.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just lovely to catch up with us. Go and check that out on Meet the Freaks, ladies and gentlemen. It's all on the YouTube channel here. Go and find out about Gillian, because she's wonderful. So thanks for introducing her to us as well, Phil.
That's my absolute pleasure.
Dude, we're going to move on. Thanks to you and Saslin for your duo-ness tonight.
Lots of fun. And guys, I promise we won't do this one again. If we do book again, it will just be us together. You don't have to put up with half an hour of our bullshit. But thanks, guys. Tim,
you could do a double header with Vajazzle.
Vajazzlin. The broken Vajazzles.
There's a lot of possibilities going on there. That's all I'm saying.
Right, guys, it's been lovely. See you soon.
See you later. Take care, dudes. Take care.
Bye.
Oh, Gilbo. No Tatoes were mentioned. How did we forget that? You're like the Tato ambassador to a Radio Freak Jam, Gilbo. You should have got that in. You did manage to get Cucumber in, though.
But no Tatoes. Was it Gilbo who sent you the Tato mug?
It was Gilbo, Phil, and Sean who all sort of got together and organised that to happen. Yeah. I still haven't had. I had Tatoes when they used to sell them at the Red Line in Twickenham, but I haven't had them since. And that was before it was a Tesco. They are good. They are good.
Yeah,
They've got the right level of flavour.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And it's a good flavour as well. But a lot of crisps, they're too strong or they're too weak. Tatoes get it right, man.
Yeah, we have Lay's, which is like Walker's, but they're not good. They're like over fried and they're too salty or they have too much flavour on them.
I'm good with Walker's. I like Walker's cheese and onion and ready salted. They're good. The salt and vinegar, they leave your lip stinging, man. They're not too good.
We have Lay's as well.
Do we have Lay's?
They're new here. Yes, we do.
I'm a Walker's fan, personally.
Yeah, I used to like Walker's cheese and onion. They used to be my favourite. But like everything here is too salt or too salty or too sweet. And I think potato chips, as they're called here, are far too salty or have too much stuff on them.
Stuff and things. So we've got our next guest with us, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mr. Andy Bradley. Give him a round of applause, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
How are you, sir? Is it story
It's
time?
like it's going to read a bedtime story.
I'll tell you what I've got, though. I've got Find of the Week.
Oh.
Everyone's cashing in on the Find of the Week.
Right, so this is a DeLorean from 1955. And what makes this unique is the Mr. Fusion has snapped off. And it's the only one It's the only one in the country that I know of. So if you believe that, you believe anything.
Yeah, but you only drive it from time to time.
I drive it in 2015 and 1985. Thank you very much.
Do you have problems getting plutonium where you are, or is it all right now?
No, just nick it like Doc Brown.
His runs on Bitcoin anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
You got hooked up by Joggy.
Anyway, Tim, let's
Yes.
talk about your bits.
Yes, let's
I'll
do
talk about
that right now.
Talk about your bits a bit more. Chop, chop, chop.
I'm gonna try and get all the stuff and do it here. I think that's the easiest way to do it. I can knock it out in an afternoon if I had the stuff here. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my Ian Husband's approved iPhone and I'm gonna gaffer tape it to something and then I'll try and do it. There we are. That's my Radio Freak Jam commitment to you right here and now.
You heard it here
I'm gonna
first.
borrow the lights. I'm gonna borrow the green screen, and by hook or by crook, we will get it done.
Borrow the lights, borrow the green screen, borrow the action.
Ian, what
Absolutely.
I'll do is tomorrow, because we're having a secret little drink up tomorrow, aren't we?
Well, it was secret.
I'll show you a little preview.
Oh,
that Tim
Tomo
has sent
says
me.
you drive the DeLorean back to the 80s to get your song choices.
Ooh. Well, he's probably right, actually,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah.
I'd say
that?
late 80s, early
Tomo.
90s, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. One of them's late 80s, and then there's another one which is mid 90s. Is it mid 90s, late 90s?
Yeah.
Don't know, Andy, is it?
I don't know.
All I'll say is the 80s are a very comfortable place, and I really don't want to leave them. I'm quite happy being there.
They'll always have a lovely place in your heart, Tim. Is that right?
They will do, which is why I'm wearing my calculator watch.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. See?
Casio.
Oh,
It's got to be a Casio.
Do you know, I
It
remember
is.
when we used to go on holidays and always wanted a calculator watch. Every year I wanted one.
And then you won one in the 2p slot machines.
You've got a whole clock now.
No,
A whole clock
used
on
to
your
get
wrist.
used to get the you used to put a pound in the machine. You used to get those big eggs, but you didn't know what was inside until you opened it up.
Yeah.
And yeah, you never got a calculator watch though.
Rubbish. Rubbish. They was
Well,
shit
I got this.
anyway.
I got this on Amazon. It's brand new. It was like $22, brand new, and I'm loving the calculator watch. It's completely impractical with my 46-year-old eyes. I can't see the buttons are too small. But
You can't write
it's
boobs
still cool.
efficiently.
No, it's
Just think, if you could go back to do your GCSE maths now, Tim, you could say "fuck you" to the teachers. That I passed everything.
yeah. I'll be doing some calculations on my wristwatch.
Yeah.
Come on then, Mr. Brads, give us a song.
Right. This is for you then, Tomo. I'm going back to the 80s.
I got to run to keep from hiding, and the road goes on forever. I got one more silver dollar, and I'm not gonna let him catch me, no. Not gonna let him catch the midnight rider. 'Cause I'm not gonna let him catch me, no. Not gonna let him catch the midnight rider. It's all the same. Only there's a change every day. It seems we're wasting away. Another place where the faces are so cold. Drive all night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse. suicide. I want it. Dead or alive. Want it. Dead or alive. Sometimes I sleep, sometimes I stop for days. People love me, coming and they go their separate ways. Time you tell the days about a bottle that you drink. Time to go alone, all you do is think. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I want it, dead or alive. Want it, dead or alive. Oh, I'm a cowboy on a steel side ride. Want it, dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive.
Oh, yeah, man. You're
Next
in
one.
fine voice tonight.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Like the t-shirt as well, by the way.
We will be back soon. We will be back. Please, let's come back.
Well, it was good to get and do the little acoustic gig with Paul. That was a lot of fun.
It was. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it really was. But I want to get the electrics out now and get these fingers working again.
Sounds like they're working to me, mate.
Well, thanks very much.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night, you know what I mean?
Oh, yes. Just want to, get the speed back into them again. They've gone a bit rusty.
Rusty.
Do you have any electric gigs? Is anywhere hosting any electric gigs yet?
There's a few places popping up on Facebook, but not very many.
No.
Okay.
So, still looking. I think everyone's still waiting for this June the 21st announcement. I think that's what everyone's waiting for, really.
I wish they'd hurry up with it. If I hear of another fucking variant, I'm going to go mad, I'll tell you.
Unless it's a Bon Jovi variant.
What's it going to be tomorrow? Oh, Richie Sambora's popped in. He's bought one with him.
Dead or alive.
Yeah, dead or alive, you're coming with me. Robocop popped in. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, brothers.
Beer variant. Watch
Cheers.
it.
Yeah. Cheers, variant.
80s variant.
Night Rider variant.
Night Rider variant, yeah. I'm going to get you.
Come on then, give us a variant on another song.
All right then. Well, let's save tonight then, shall we? Darling, close the curtain. 'Cause all we need is candlelight, you and me, and another variant for you tonight. Well, I know it's not going away. And how I wish it was. So take this wine and drink with me. Let's erase our misery. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. There's a lot on the fire, and it burns like before you. Tomorrow comes one desire, take me away. It ain't easy to say goodbye, darling, please don't start to cry. Girl, you know I got to go. Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow comes to take me away. I wish that I could stay. Girl, you know I got to go. Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Tomorrow I'll be gone.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Nice.
No, I'm going to say this to you now, and I'm going to say this once, and I'm never going to repeat it. I'm quite happy in my lot of being a pub singer. With your talent, you should be doing more than playing pubs. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, Ian.
Oh, I say.
Ian, you've made me speechless, Ian.
I'm sure a lot of people out there agree with me. You know what I mean? It's like I'm happy with my lot. I know where I stand. I know where my thing is. But mate, when you bash out numbers like that, you should be doing more than just playing pubs. Oh. Do you agree, Tim?
I would second that, Andy. Your voice is absolutely spectacular, and it's always been spectacular from day one. It's been spectacular. So I agree with Ian.
Oh, you guys!
I think you're a wanker.
Oh, Tone, that's lovely. Thanks.
That's as good as it gets from me.
That's very. Oh, do you know what? That's very kind of you to say so. Yeah. Do you know if the chance ever come about, do you know what? I don't think I'll take it. I'm happy. Do you know what? I'm happy, more than happy, doing what we're doing. We're from the Ashes, Templeton Peck, and all the other shit that we ever get up to. No, I don't think I could do it. I would say probably back when I was, mid-20s and starting out doing this, that's all you ever wanted to do. You always wanted to be hit the big time and all that malarkey.
Be the rock star.
But, yeah, all that bullshit. But now, I'm not interested.
Mate, we lived the life at least. A little bit.
Well, yeah, we kind of. But I just enjoy this. I enjoy meeting all the new people that we've met here. Just playing songs and just having a good time. That's all I enjoy about it.
Well, look. Cheers.
Cheers.
To what we all do.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
However and whatever level we do it at, it's awesome fun. Dude, we got to move on. I'm really looking forward to catching up with you tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
First beer's on you.
Yeah,
I'll buy the second one.
No, this the first beer's on me for your birthday.
Awesome. Even better then.
There we are. See.
Right, love you, dudes. See you soon.
See you all. See you soon, mate. We'll speak during the week.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Looking forward to catching up with Mr. Brothers tomorrow for a beer. I'm going to walk down the canal and meet up with him at the Shovel and have a pint. So that'd be nice.
Fantastic. And then said, I completely agree what you said about Andy. I mean, you know, when he first came along, I mean, he was, you know, played a lot of my licks and he was influenced by the frequency stuff. But the minute he started singing, it was like, wow.
Yeah. Seriously, you know, I mean, I am more than happy to be in a band with Andy, and I'm more than happy to front the band with Andy, but he doesn't need me. He could easily go out and do something on his own and do way better than playing pubs and bits and pieces like that. I love the fact that he's happy with what he's doing with what he's got, but he could, you know, he's one of these rare talents you find in life.
Yes, 100%.
Right, who is next? It's Mr. Lee Twigger, all the way from Scunthorpe.
Hello.
How are you, dudes?
Not so bad yourselves?
Not bad, what's going on?
I don't know. I've been busy renovating the kitchen this last couple of weeks, so I've been kind of hiding under a rock, really.
And is the kitchen finished?
Nearly. This weekend should be the grand finale, so hopefully very
the grand
soon.
opening.
Yeah.
What's the first meal going to be cooked in the new kitchen, Lee?
Oh, I don't know, because I've got my two sons with me. One of them's the vegan, one of them is the anti-vegan, so it makes meal times difficult.
The anti-vegan, I like that.
Carnivore.
That anti-vegan, that's going to stick. I do like that. I'm an anti-vegan. So, you know, Lee, come on. The question on all of FreakJam is lips is June the 21st. From a microbiology point of view, where do we stand, dude?
Well, again, I can't make head and tail of the news because you can read one thing that says, yeah, it's all good, one thing that's all doom and gloom. So it's pretty much anybody's guess at the minute, I think.
Discovered any new variants this week? I know Andy's sick of variants, but have we got any new ones for Andy?
Nothing I've heard of, but we've not had many positives at all, at least in our lab. So that's looking promising, at least.
No, that's fantastic, and that really is good news. So I think we hit no deaths the other day on the COVID scale, which is the first time in a long time. So that's a good thing, right?
Definitely, absolutely.
So come on in, we'll talk about good things. Let's have a tune.
Okay. So I brought the mandolin this time.
Oh, again, I think this is the first time we've had a mandolin on the show. Or did Ian Freeman play one?
I don't know.
Possibly.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he played the ukulele. I don't think he played a mandolin. I could be wrong.
We'll have to check into this. You're setting some first. You were the first live Skype player.
You need to dig through the archives now and find out, don't we?
I will look into this. You play, I'll look into it.
Right, so here's a Jethro Tull song. Good morning, weathercock. How did you fare last night? Did the cold wind bite you? Did you stand up to the frost? Did the leaves spin from October whip around your tail? Did you shake from the blast? Did you shiver through the gale? Give us direction, bless the good and well. It doesn't touch with your farewell. Sing to us softly, on evening sun. Point the way to better days we could spend with you. Do you simply ring the changes in the patterns of the sky? Is it true to say weather heeds the twinkle in your eye? Do you hurt the rush of winter? Do you keep snowflakes at bay? Do you lift the dawn sun from the field and help him on his way? Good morning, weathercock, make this day bright. Put us in touch with your fairy. Sing to us softly from evening sun. On the way to better days we could spend with you. Good morning, weathercock. Make this day bright. Put us in touch with your farewell. Sing to us softly, from evening song. The way to better days we could spend with you.
Oh man, amazing!
It's lovely.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much.
You're another one of our unsung talents of Radio FreakJam, man. I'm really glad you sort of found us, and I think that's partly in thanks to Tony as well, and connections with with Wardy and Phalion, isn't it?
Phalion, yeah, that's the kind of sort of music project we've got going at the minute with Ian as well. It's yeah, we've just actually put out onto Bandcamp our first EP as well, so that's there to look at if anyone wants a slice of psychedelic doom metal.
Sounds like going to bed music. Can you put that in the chat room for everyone? So it's Phalion.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to it if you want, and then
I think Tony's just going to put a link in the chat room for you. So there you go.
That's pretty much. So that's pretty much the culmination of our lockdown project. So
awesome. So Delwyn says it might be a first on the mandolin, but she hopes it's not the last. So are you sticking with the mandolin for the next track?
I'm not. No, it's guitar for the next one, but I'm sure the mandolin will make another appearance at some point.
That's what we like to hear. Are you a mandolin player at all, Tim?
No. In fact, it's a question for Lee. How is it tuned? Is it tuned like a violin or tuned like a guitar?
It is. It's a GDAE, like a violin.
Okay, yeah, I can't get my head round alternate tuning, so I can only play guitar tuning.
No, again, there are various other tunings, but I've not really got my head around those on it. But yeah, it works. It's a pretty versatile instrument, so it's fantastic.
It sounded great.
Yeah,
it really did.
It really has a very unique sound to it, especially the music that you're playing. It just sounds so fantastic.
Yeah, it's got real ring to it, hasn't it?
Yeah. And the high notes aren't trill or anything like that. They're still warm and they've got that lovely sort of tone to them. Yeah.
There you go.
Come on in, give us another song.
Okay, another song. I'll switch instruments. So. Okay, this is I don't know when this is from. This is by Taj Mahal. Sweeter than a honeybee, baby been sweet on me. Sweeter than a honeybee, yeah, my queen. She loved me to my soul, she rocked me to my soul. She loved me to my soul, my queen. Oh, honey from the honey pot, the pot is what you got. Oh, honey from the honey pot, yeah, and the pot is what you got to rock me now. My soul, she loved me to my soul. She rocked me to my soul, my queen. She's a strutter, she can shake it some. Watch you now, look at her run. A strutter, she can shake it some, yeah, dancing, having fun. She rocked me to my soul. She rocked me to my soul. Oh, she rocked me to my soul, my queen. Oh, come on, baby, stand by me and end this misery. Come on, baby, stand by me. Oh, I know you'll agree. She rocked me to my soul. She loved me to my soul. She rocked me to my soul, my queen, baby.
Yeah, fantastic.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Lee, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
What are you doing next Thursday?
I'm hopefully going to be camping in the Lake District.
Ah, okay.
Well, that buggered that.
I was,
Oh,
we,
dear.
Tony and I were having a chat through in that. We'd like you to come and
Yeah.
co-host one week. Would you like to come and join us and sit and do what Tim's doing tonight and have a beer with us and
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah.
talk shit and play music? And it's easy, really.
Yeah, I can waffle away about rubbish forever. So yeah, absolutely.
You're hired.
Right. Well, okay. If not next week, let's sort that out. And
Yeah, drop me a line and we'll sort something out. Definitely.
And we can talk about Phelan and all the other bits and pieces you've got going on, and yeah, just get a different perspective from someone who's very relatively new to what we're doing, and I like that a lot.
Need to make the freaks.
Yeah, sounds like a good evening. Definitely.
But you got to promise two things: one, you have alcohol, and two, you play something on the mandolin.
And no vegan.
Well, I'm not vegan myself, although I don't drink at all. So I'll have my rock and roll cup of tea.
Oh, I'm with coffee. I mean, a bit of caffeine.
Tea, coffee, yeah, anything. That's fine.
Evian.
Dude, it's really, really good to see you. Let's get that sorted out. I will drop you a line sometime in the week, and we'll try and organise a date where you can come on and see us.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds great.
Awesome. Dude, close that window down, fella. It's good to see you.
Okay, take care and see you soon.
Bye-bye.
That's just Tim. It's just Tim there. Look. That's fantastic. You're looking great there, man.
I always like the songs that Lee picks because a lot of the people who join us on Radio Freak Jam all play, I don't say similar songs, but they're from a similar bank of music, if you like.
Yes.
But Lee comes on and he's like, I'm going to play something by Jethro Tull. And I'm like, wow, this is fantastic.
Tony and I was saying this. I mean, Lee is a friend of Tony's, and that's how we've kind of met. And he came on and done a workshop
He's
with
a
us.
friend of a friend of mine.
Friend of a friend. Sorry,
I
yeah.
didn't know Lee before Freak Jam.
So, and he's come on and he's done the mixing workshop we done on Pass the Bottle with Josh.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's come and joined us on the jam as well, and he has been a really, really welcome addition. New perspective, as you say, different songs, different outlook, different instruments as well. It just makes it that more interesting.
Yeah, and I don't think you've probably never met Lee, have you?
No,
in real life.
So yeah,
makes it even better. Like
it's
you say,
wonderful, isn't it?
Complete different perspective on this world. I mean, even now, I mean, I feel I know like Sean and Wispy, and I've never met them in real life.
Well, as I said, we spent the weekend with Aslan and Del, and I've met Aslan a couple of times down the pub before lockdown, and we had a bit of a chat on Twitter a few times, but we've never really spent a lot of time in each other's company. We've met Del briefly at the showcase and a couple of the other gigs, but it's been, you know, stick to your tables, don't move around, don't chat, don't talk, don't have fun, that sort of thing.
Aslan and I didn't even know if we should be talking because it's so unusual.
This is it. And, you know, but we sat down with them and we talked like we'd known each other for years, and it was a really, really nice experience. Melody, their daughter's absolutely gorgeous, and such a sweet kid, and took a really massive liking to Evie. And it was just, you know, it felt like we'd known each other for years, and it was lovely. And, you know, this is what Radio Freak Jam's partly been about. We've got to know each other. The Meet the Freaks has been a big deal for me from that point of view, for getting to know each other. So I do believe Tomo has booked in to fill the 10 o'clock slot, but he's having a few computer issues because, you know, this is what happens sometimes.
Tech issue.
It wouldn't. It's been a pretty smooth running night tonight so far.
It had to happen.
So something had to go wrong. So I think Joy's joined us in the chat by the looks of it. Does she know you're bringing joy to Tomo? I mean, you know. Will Charlie have something to say about this? Just asking for a friend, Charlie.
I don't know.
Ian, what was that about a mixing course? Stuart, we done a mixing workshop, I suppose, on a track that we released with Templeton Peck called Pass the Bottle. And we were very, very lucky for Josh to sit down with us and show us how to do the track. We done it live. We recorded it live. Josh wasn't happy with that. He went through and done it all again. I will try and find the URL on the website for that course and get it put up on the Freak Jam group again if you want to watch it, because Josh is really, really good at what he does. And it's a good insight on how to mix a track. And if you're interested in that sort of stuff, definitely talk to Josh. He's the man.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I mean, I'm a rank amateur when it comes to mixing tracks, but listening through to what Josh had done and how he's talking about compression and how he's talking about panning and things like that, very interesting, very important to know about.
And that's how Lee came on board, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was through exactly that mixing course that Lee came on board and joined us. So if it wasn't Wardy asking you about that sort of thing and you pointed them in that direction,
I have no clue. Go here.
So yeah, it all works out really, really well. So yes, Stuart, I will find the information and have a look for that, and I'll get it posted up somewhere. You can find it on the Freak Jam group and go and watch it again. It really, really is a good insight into mixing, and we covered everything from drums, from bass, vocals, guitars, piano, and you know how Josh's workflow works, and you know it really is worth watching. I know a bit about it, but even by sitting in on it, I learned something as well. So. Yeah. And have you watched this for mixing what you're working on, Tim?
Have I what? Sorry?
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched the video. I watched it shortly after it was originally done when Pass the Bottle first came out. But it's just there was just some good stuff in there which sort of puts your mindset in the right direction when you come to mix things. Like I said, I'm not no expert in that field, but you know you pick up things as you go along.
You do. I'll tell you what, Andy done a mix on Pass the Bottle. He because we've provided all the stem files for the track, so you could download all the drums, you could download all the guitars, the vocals, all raw, and you could literally work on the track with Josh as you went through it. And Andy actually sent me a track, and I'll tell you what, he wasn't far off the original. There was a few things I would have changed, but for his first sort of like full mix of a full band track, I think he'd done a bloody good job, and I wish I had it to hand. I don't have it to hand, otherwise I'd play it. But yeah, it was really, really good to see how, you know, taking that information that Josh had applied in that workshop, and he applied that to the tracks that he was given, and it sounded similar.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I heard there was a track that Andy presented a little while ago, the one where it was a tribute to his dog.
Yeah,
I mean that was such a heartfelt track anyway. But just from a technical perspective, the mix on that was like, yeah, actually, this is pretty good.
Yeah, and I think, you know, again this time, lots of people have been learning these skills, and it's been brilliant. It really, really has. You know, this is why I'm pushing you on the track, Tim. This is why, you know, It's got to be done. We need to hear this.
Yeah, well, it's as I said, it's done from the perspective of it just needs my bits in it. Fanar,
It
tawdry,
sounds so
et cetera, et
wrong.
cetera.
Sounds so wrong.
I could say it needs my parts in it, but that sounds even worse.
You probably call it a big tool.
Or the bit that's left over from making a tool.
Yeah.
There you go, T. Yeah.
So I've just messaged Tomo to find out how he's doing and how he's getting on. He seems to be having computer issues. It's the way it is sometimes. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. For Stuart's sake, I'm going to play Pass the Bottle. So Stuart, I know you've joined us pretty late. So this is a track we released. Caesar's playing guitar on it. It was originally written for Frequency, but it didn't happen, and we moved over. And Templeton Peck ended up recording it with Caesar and Max Hunt on piano and Caesar on guitar. And yeah, so we've done a whole mixing process on this. So this is Pass the Bottle by Templeton Peck. Enjoy.
Once busy streets, now stand alone. Curtains twitching from those at home. The wind still whistles through lifeless lights. The hatches closed now to fight the fight. And we never thought we'd see this in our time. And we ponder on the future of our kind. March out the sick to the liquor store, intoxicated behind locked doors. Shout down the cable, bouncing off the walls. Say, can you hear me? Can you hear my call? Never thought we'd see this in our time. And we ponder on the future of our kind. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. I don't want to be alone here anymore. 'Cause when the future is unknown, I don't want to be alone anymore. These empty shelves are a sign of greed. Constellations we didn't heed. Our press invented it's a get-out clause. They wash their hands so they can call the hurt. Never thought we'd see this in our time. And we ponder on the future of our kind. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. I don't want to be alone here anymore. Pass the bottle, pass the bottle. 'Cause when the future is unknown, I don't want to be alone anymore. Don't want to be alone. Don't want to be alone. In our time, and we ponder on the future of our kind. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. I don't want to be alone here anymore. Pass the bottle, pass the phone. Pass the bottle. 'Cause when the future is unknown, I don't want to be alone here anymore.
Pass the bottle there. Timbers and Peck, that's myself and Tony on vocals. Tim on guitar. Josh on bass. Andy on guitar. Rob on drums. Max Hunt on piano. It was all going off.
It's been a while since I've heard that track, and it is still. I know I'm playing on it, but it is still a great track. And it was recorded here, right in this grubby white office chair, right here. I did all my guitar parts.
Because I wrote the track and I sent it to you, thinking it was going to be a frequency song, but obviously we had problems getting the frequency stuff off the ground, let alone just a new track. So we shoved it out to Josh, and then we got Rob involved, and Andy came on board. And then Tony sort of done the backing vocals, and it all sort of became into this Templeton Peck thing. And it sounds great. It really, I'm one of my highlights of this year has got to be playing that live with the boys down at Bumbles.
Yeah, and I remember watching the video of it and thinking, yeah, this is good. This is very good. Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. That we don't do original stuff a lot. Obviously, we do covers gigs, and we're a covers band generally. But to slip one in like that. That's actually had some meaning over this time is fantastic, and it was really enjoyed it. It was a little bit of a highlight for me.
Absolutely. And do you know what, those are the two frequency tracks that we cut the stuff for. I'd love to get those going.
Yeah, we need to look at that. I've got a bit of time on my hands at the minute. Obviously this week's half term, the kids and Tony at home. I don't want to be stood here in front of a mic blasting their ears off, but maybe we can have a look at that now. I've got a bit of time at the moment. We can consider getting those going again, because we've got the starts there, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think we had the bass, the drums. I cut my guitar parts, and I think that was where it was left. And I think obviously it needs editing and your vocal and all the other stuff that was going to go on there.
Yeah. So we need to get back. I need to get back to doing some singing and some recording and bits and pieces as well. So let's get that on the go, Caesar. So Tomo can't join us. Tomo's computer's crashed. He's having real issues. So yeah, presents his apologies, and unfortunately he can't join us. So who is next?
Mr. Slan.
Mr. Zlan? Zlan.
Fantastic. the dirty grunge master is here.
Zlan. Sounds like something out of Flash Gordon.
Oh, Tim will be pleased then.
Oh, I love me some Flash.
Oh!
Yeah. Savior of the universe.
Don't forget to encourage Josh for more Days Remains tracks. I will always try and encourage Josh for more Days Remains tracks, I promise. Here he is, dude.
Hey. The myth, the legend.
We've been in that room.
Yeah.
We stood right where he's sitting.
I thought it was upstairs, but it isn't.
His desk.
No.
His desk is like 4 times the size of him.
This is true. It's about your size, Ian.
He's currently sat on a stool and his feet can't touch the floor.
No. Desk goes up, desk goes down.
Clever stuff.
Oh,
mate, seriously, publicly, thank you so much for a lovely weekend. Riding in your steed there and rescuing my birthday weekend, it was so lovely.
It was awesome. It was so much fun.
And
we all had a fantastic time. Melody's got a picture of Morgan and Evie and her pinned up on her wardrobe so that she doesn't suffer the separation and anxiety.
Because she did get a bit stressed when she thought Evie might not want to sleep in her room with her, didn't she?
She did. She was totally loves both Morgan and Evie. So yeah.
Mate, it was a lovely time, and again, thanks for involving the guys as well and getting Josh, Oggy, and Rob over as well. It was lovely to have a beer with them too.
Oh, of course.
And you've got a beautiful house, dude. You really have.
We have fallen on our feet with it. With that, it's like maybe I think Oggy just he couldn't believe the difference from because he's seen the old house and where we've moved from, and it's such a vast difference between the two.
It is. Yeah. Well, I never saw the first one, but from what Oggy was saying, that's certainly how he came across.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Oggy didn't mix his language. He was quite blunt about it.
Does he ever?
Oh, yeah. Does he ever?
So come on in, dude. Give us a song.
All right. Okay. So in honor of you, Tim, I'm diving back to the 80s.
Yeah.
What a beautiful
Tony.
and comfortable time the 80s were. And still are.
Yeah, this one could go horribly wrong because it's kind of tough. But hey, let's do it.
Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Ride the tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Gotta get away, diver. Shiny diamonds, like the eyes of a cat in the black and blue. Something is coming for you. Look out, race for the morning. You can hide in the sun till you see the light. Oh, we will pray it's alright. Gotta get away, get away. Between the velvet lines, there's a truth that's hard to steal, yeah. The vision never dies. Life's a never-ending wheel, yeah. Holy diver, you're the star of the masquerade. No need to look so afraid. Jump, jump, jump on the tiger. You can feel his heart, but you know he's mean. Some light it never be seen. Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? No, no, ride the tiger. You can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Gotta get away, get away, gotta get away, yeah.
Yeah.
Dio-tastic, fantastic.
Dio-tastic indeed.
Yeah, that's a tough one, eh?
You've done it justice, man.
It's like I said, it's one that I've been meaning to play for a little while because I think on Rob's stream somebody mentioned it. So, that would be a great one to try on the acoustic. But yeah, only now managed to pull it out. So, and what a day to do it when we need the 80s.
And Dio were a big influence on Tenacious D as well.
Absolutely, and many others. So it's all good.
So what else is happening, man?
What else is happening? Oh well, there are plans afoot for going for a bike ride with Bradders and having them over at some point. Having some beers and bike ride. That's awesome. Gonna be fun. Other than that, work's keeping me out of trouble. But yeah, that's life, eh?
Just getting back to some kind of normality.
Yeah, something like that. Let's say, as Hannibal would say, I love it when a plan comes together.
You're just throwing out all the Tim tropes tonight to make him happy.
At the same time, I'm pretty fool.
I've got one of those. I'm going to get it. I've got it.
Look, Tim's excited now. He's like a little boy in a toy shop.
He is. Look, we've got Face Man as well here.
Oh, look at you.
Isn't that Templeton Peck?
That's Templeton Peck, yeah.
Yeah, Templeton Peck.
Yeah.
Murdoch.
He's got the full range, look.
Oh, yeah. Look, snap. They're all here.
Boys and their toys.
Oh,
Oh, you've got the bus. You've got the 18 van.
I have. That's downstairs.
I'm very envious.
It's a full size van that fits the full size action figures.
That's amazing. did I say right that somebody just randomly gave that to you?
Well, I have a friend who is a toy dealer. So he buys job lots of toys because he's here in the US and he buys job lots of toys from Australia and he buys job lots of toys in the UK. And then he sells them on, eBay and other places he wants to sell them to. And he came across this van and he said, if I gave you an 18 van, would you really cherish it and really like it? He said, they're super rare and expensive, but he said, I'll give it to you if you promise me that you'll really enjoy it. I was like, of course I will.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Amazing.
And every now and again when I see him, he plays bass in Flager Hill, Chris. And he said, "Oh, I've got something for you." And I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Oh, do you have BA?" I said, "No." Okay, well there you are.
Whiskey says in the chat room, buttering up Tim, you utter kiss ass.
Yeah.
He's just jealous he didn't get there first.
Exactly. He's just envious.
Come on in, Aslan. Give us another song, dude.
All right. So sticking with the 80s theme.
Deb just hit the wall. She never had it all. One Prozac a day, husband's a CPA. Her dreams went out the door when she turned 24. When you've been with one man, what happened to her plan? She was gonna be an actress, she was gonna be a star. She was gonna shake her ass on the hood of Whitesnake's car. Her yellow SUV is now the enemy. Looks at her average life, nothing has been alright since we've seen Madonna. Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. The music's still on MTV. Her two kids in high school, they tell her that she's uncool, cause she's still preoccupied. 1985. 1985. She's seen all the classics, she knows every line. Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, even San Elmo's Fire. She rocked out to Wham, not a big Limp Bizkit fan. Thought you'd get a hand on a Mem Duran. Wears a mini skirt made of snake skin. And who's the other guy that's singing in Van Halen? When did reality become TV? Whatever happened to sitcoms, game shows on the radio? Was Springsteen, Madonna. Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. The music's still on MTV. Her two kids in high school, they tell her that she's uncool, cause she's still preoccupied. 1985. She hates time, make it stop. When did Motley Crue come classic rock? And when did Ozzy become an actor? Please make this stop. Bring back Springsteen, Madonna. Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. The music's still on MTV. Her two kids in high school, they tell her that she's uncool, cause she's still preoccupied. 1985, Bruce Springsteen, Madonna. Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie. The music's still on MTV. Her two kids in high school, they tell her that she's uncool, cause she's still preoccupied. 1985.
Oh yeah, man!
Fantastic.
Awesome stuff. Everyone's saying that sounds amazing. How does Aslan make these songs sound so damn good?
He plays them.
Badly.
Because he's Aslan.
Yes, he's the Slan.
The Slan.
As we discussed, I'm an allegorical god.
Can't can't even say
Allegorical.
allegorical.
Yeah, try saying that after these.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, cheers, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Got just water.
Cheers.
Right.
I'm actually
I'm gonna
empty.
crack
I
open
didn't
a
even
new
realise.
bottle of water. There you go.
Cheers, Tim.
So what else is
cheers,
going on,
Tony,
dude?
cheers.
Much to report. Obviously, we've caught up soon, but these lovely people out there don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Stuff.
Oh, shout out to Esther.
Yeah. Okay.
Your neighbour.
Hello, Esther. Oh, yes. I forgot. Yeah.
She only lives next door to you.
She only lives next door to me, and
not watching, it's
you
fine.
met her before I did.
She thought I was your I was her new neighbour.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
she
you met her
seemed really
before I did.
disappointed when I introduced her to you, Aslan. I'm just saying.
Well, you know. However, the neighbours on the other side gave us cupcakes, so, you know.
Well, they did Spider-Man cupcakes coming over the fence. It was awesome,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It was great. They weren't throwing them at us, Tim, just to make that clear. We weren't getting pelted with cupcakes.
You ruined it.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's a silly thing, but you pick up on these things sometimes. One of the nicest things that happened on that night was that we had Josh, Oggy, Rob, myself, yourself sat there, Tony and Del. Not a single time was a guitar picked up and played music. We just sat there and talked like adults.
Yeah, we were just,
No, we
just
didn't.
chatting and having a well, not like adults, but
Like
we were
adults.
chatting and
Boring.
having a laugh. Yeah.
Esther and Norman, Delwyn, that's it.
Oh, thank you, Del. Thank you, Del. Yes, yeah, yeah. That's the first time I've met them. I've not seen them since. I might scare them off. They did talk about moving.
Not so soon. Dude, thank you very much again for a lovely weekend and for joining us tonight as well. And shout out to Del and to Melody. We've got to move on because you know what happens next.
Yes, a twat.
We need to ask
It's all
Whiskey.
right. He's got to find better ways to bust you up now, Tim.
Yeah.
Well, we
Although-
will see. We will see what happens.
I do want to know what it was the wispy fell asleep to that Darren was caressing. You know,
This is what we need to discuss. Yes.
This is the question to be discussed. So, on that note, bye Tim, bye Ian, bye Tony, bye everybody.
Sam, bye-bye.
I'm going to shut that window down.
Goodbye. Bye now. Laters.
Bye.
Oh, bless him. So, yeah, as you probably gathered, we're getting Wispy on now, otherwise known affectionately by Aslan as the Twat. They've got a bromance going on. Let's be honest. And apparently, I'm now being called the third twin, which Di, I've got to be honest, I think she's gone to sleep. But Di, I struggle with being the third twin because that would be the third triplet. Just saying. Just saying. Hey!
Three's a crowd. 3 is a crowd.
Hello. Hello, mate.
Good evening. So good to see you all, guys. Tim, hey.
Hey! And you're sporting your new Tonsorium Lounge haircut and everything. Look at that.
I know. Haircut and beardy trim as well. Hang on, let's.
So,
There we
Wispy,
are.
the
Get a
question
bit of
on
light on that.
everyone's lips is, what was Darren fondling while you fell asleep?
You know, I didn't fall asleep, but he has amazingly gentle hands, and I've never been to a barber and had a shave. No, that as well.
It's all clearing out the fertilizer from the rose bushes, isn't it? That's
It was
why.
the day of firsts. Yeah, no, he did a lovely job shaving these old chops, and I never thought it would feel so gentle and relaxing having a bloke with a straight razor against your throat, but it was
Who knew?
fantastic. So yeah, highly recommended. He followed the brief very well. He was very good. It was just a trim, block capitals, and yeah, all good. So you've got nothing to be afraid of, Ian. If you go down there, you'll be in safe and very gentle hands.
He followed his
Yeah,
briefs
but
very well.
I'm a bit worried that he's been in your hands first. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's,
I don't want
It
your
was
sloppy
nice.
seconds, Wispy. You know what I mean?
I understand he's got a lot of love to give, Ian. I think you'd be fine.
Yeah. He's highly recommended, even for us old hippies.
Wispy, before we carry on, look.
I nearly sang a song about those tonight. You know who they're for, don't you?
Obviously, it's
They're just Bourbons for pricks.
Bourbons for pricks. But this is the double cream version.
I was going to say, is that a double stuff?
It's a double cream version, and I'll tell you what, so much better than the single cream versions.
Right. So does it make you a double prick or half a prick?
I reckon it makes you a little bit closer to a bourbon, to be honest. I'm just saying.
Closer to a bourbon by having more stuff that's less like a bourbon.
Penguins are just bourbons with chocolate on.
Don't put the word just in there. Penguins. Oh man.
Orange penguins are lovely.
Damn it. Where can I get a penguin at this time of night in this state?
The North Pole?
Damn it, what have you put in my mind?
Argentina. That's always a good bet for penguins.
What's that penguin doing on top of the television? Sorry.
Anyway, let's have some...
yeah.
Before you get off on a penguin trip, why don't we have some music?
Yes, that's a good idea. Alternatively, I could play this. Right. Time for the bass. Now, everyone's favourite pub owner has been in the news this week, so I thought I'd do something for Wetherspoons, because they need the advertising, don't they? You'll never hear this song in Wetherspoons, and you'll never see me playing Wetherspoons. If you don't like it, you can fuck off to a Wetherspoons. This is a live Thursday FreakJam night, and thank fuck it's not a Wetherspoons. This place is where the people are cool, knee deep in culture and not true. I know the beer is cheaper in a Wetherspoons, and I know you can watch the football in a Wetherspoons. But did you know your soul can't grow in a Wetherspoons? You're just a wallet with low expectations when you walk into a Wetherspoons. Thank you for coming here to this commune, to think and dance and sing and share some tunes. But if you want to be treated like a right-wing goon, you can always go to Wetherspoons. You can always go to Wetherspoons. If you shine a UV light around a Wetherspoons, you will find hidden pictures of Margaret Thatcher all around the room. Around each picture is a little puddle of Tim Martin's goop. For those of you that don't know, Tim Martin is the boss of Wetherspoons, and he hates you.
Oh, yeah. Well, everyone's loving a bit of Grant Sharkey.
Yeah, Grant Sharkey. Check him out. Absolutely awesome. Highly recommended.
And topical. Apparently, Tim Martin's now complaining that we need more workers from the EU because he hasn't got enough people to fill his pubs. So I've got an idea, right? If he's struggling for staff in his pubs, why don't we stop drinking in his pubs? and everyone goes somewhere else, like Bumbles,
Then you won't need staff.
where they actually care about you, and then you won't need all the extra staff. Job done, sorted.
Sounds fair.
So what's going on, Wispy? What time zone are we on this week?
This week we are in London. It's the school holidays, so we've had a nice, restful week with nothing exciting or dramatic happening whatsoever. Definitely didn't end up in hospital instead of going camping at the weekend. That didn't happen, did it?
That was going to be my next question. How's Connor?
He's absolutely fine now, thankfully. He's eating like a fucking horse, so he's absolutely fine.
Oh, bless him. And bless you guys as well. Obviously, you were meant to be going camping. You didn't get there because Connor ended up in hospital with a stomach bug. Yeah,
it's weird. He had some weird stomach bug thing that was making him throw up, but then he rapidly got too dehydrated to be able to stop throwing up. So we ended up basically spending overnight in hospital with drips and monitors and blood tests and things.
They're always fine until you have plans, aren't they?
Well, you know what? I used to be the same when I was his age, so yeah.
And you?
Always fun and good. So yeah, at least he was just throwing up, and his testicles didn't swell up to the size of bowling balls. So yeah, it could have been worse. Anyway, too much information.
A story you feel need to tell us?
You've sung it many times.
No, really not. I think I sang a song a while ago that covered that somewhere.
Take a look at my enormous bollocks.
I think it was somewhere in the medical love song. I think, yeah.
You know, the worst one I ever done was horse riding. I ended up with
maybe you were doing it wrong.
Bruised bollocks.
Oh,
that was the name of the horse.
Come on, Bruiser.
I distinctly remember the name of the horse. The name of the horse was Murphy, and it was the biggest fucking horse
Murphy's
they had.
Law.
And it was a fucker. So and I ended up with bruised bollocks. Thanks, Murphy, you bastard.
Because he was a fucker.
Hope you end up in the glue factory. What?
Oh dear. Oh,
I'm going to get Pessa on me now, aren't I? That's going to be a right aggro.
Nah, they don't care.
what a ball like.
Maybe it'd be like a Monday. You could have a Monday night show. It's like, where are they now? Ian's favourite horseman.
Show a prick stick.
Different situation.
Wispy, play music before I get
let's do that.
the green party on me.
Right, I'm going to try and do something else. I've not done this one for a while. I've not practiced it either, so good luck, everyone. Right. Alexa, business time. Hey, things are working. There we go. Let's have to do that one manually. Oh, that's really dark, isn't it? That's too dark. There we are. That'll do. Oh yeah. Girl, tonight we're gonna make love. You know how I know? Because this guitar's too damn loud. Yeah, because it's Thursday. No, Wednesday in the song. Monday is my night to cook. Tuesday we go and visit your mother. Thursday night is jam night. Jam night! Wednesday we make sweet weekly love. It's when everything is just right. There's nothing good on TV. You haven't had your after-work social sports team thing, because quite frankly, they're all cancelled still. It's all on, baby. Oh yeah, it's all on. You lean in and whisper something sexy in my ear like, I might go to bed now, I've got work in the morning. I know what you're trying to say, girl. You're trying to say, oh yeah, baby, it's business time. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's time of business. That's why it's called business time. Ooh, it's business. It's business time. Then we're in the bathroom, brushing our teeth. It's all part of the foreplay. Oh, I love foreplay. Shika, 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 shika. Then you sort out the recycling. It's not part of the foreplay, but it's still very important. Next thing you know, we're in the bedroom. You're wearing that baggy old ugly t-shirt you got from your work stew a few years ago. You know the one with a curry stain. I removed my clothes very, very clumsily, tripping sensuously over my pants. Next thing you know, I'm naked, except for my socks. And you know when I'm down to just my socks, what time it is. It's business. It's business time. When I'm down to my socks, it's called business time. That's why they call it business socks. Ooh, it's business. It's business time. Oh, yeah. Making love. Making love for. Making love for two. Making love for 2 minutes. Because when it's with me, girl, you only need 2 minutes. Because I'm so intense. You turn and say something sexy like, is that it? I know what you're trying to say, girl. You're trying to say, oh yeah, that's it. And then you tell me you'd like some more. Well, I'm not surprised. But I'm quite sleepy. It's business. It's business time. Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
We like a bit of business time.
Business hours are over. Yay, it worked.
There was a lot of complaints in the chat room saying that Alexa was telling people the time. And even hours triggered, and we've got headphones in.
I'm just too sexy to be able to be contained within headphones.
You're too sexy for that Alexa. Too sexy for that Alexa. Too
sexy for Alexa.
So sexy.
Oh yeah.
Gets her.
Whisper, your rock is too powerful. That's what it is.
You better believe it.
So much else to report, dude? Is there anything, any news, any gossip going around that you need to fill us in on?
No. We're going to try and go camping again on Saturday night for one night only, and see if that goes better this time. Yeah. So fingers crossed on that one. But that'll be nice. Other than that, just sort of bumbling through the holiday with the kids, really, and just chilling out. Going to go bowling with the boys tomorrow afternoon. That'll be nice.
Nice.
The girls are going to go up to London and see a show. So you can do that to an extent now. So
that's cool.
That'll be exciting. Yeah, off to
and
a
you're
musical.
Going bowling, so that sounds like an all-round good afternoon to me.
Yeah, we're going to go bowling. We'll probably have pizza for dinner and play on the Switch until later than we.
You
should
always
be.
have pizza for dinner.
Yeah, quite often. I like pizza. What can I say? I mean, yeah,
pepperoni.
So, usually,
You see, we got to find out about some of your eating habits at the weekend.
Anything beige? Was that what they came out with?
That was one of the comments, I think. And you used to eat pizza without the tomato base.
Yeah, posh cheese on toast.
That was exactly what Dell called it.
Yeah,
they call it a white pie. It's very fancy.
I mean, to be fair, this was years before I met Dal and Aslan. It's not something I've done around them. I've been eating proper pizza since then. I decided I'd cure my fear of it, and I I bought a frozen pizza from the local shop while I was a student and cooked it up, and it was the most disgusting pizza I've ever eaten. But I thought if I can eat that, then I can eat a decent one as well. So there we go. Problem cured.
It was wonderful catching up with him. We found out so much about you, Wispy.
Aversion therapy.
Oh, good. Thanks, guys.
All stored in the memory banks.
Oh, gotta love my PR department.
Dude, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to drop off. Normally I'd have this, but I'm going to try and get Tomo on for a quick song.
Cool,
He's
excellent.
sort
Do
of-
that. I will bugger off and drink my beer.
Aslan says, beg to differ, Wispy.
Differ. Fuck you.
And let's face it, you're very good at destroying your own PR, to be honest.
Well, that's it. I'm quite
It's my job.
I can look like a tit without his help.
Dude, it's lovely to see you. Let's catch up soon, yeah?
Take care, guys. Happy Thursday. Bye.
Happy Thursday to you.
Good to see you, Wispy. Bye-bye.
Tomo, if you want to give that link a click that Tony sent you earlier, come and join us. Give us one song if it can fit you in. How you doing, Tim?
Everything's good. This has been fantastic. I as you know, I've hosted before, but this has been a lot of fun today. And I don't always get a chance to fully get involved with the Radio Freak Jam experience because I'm mostly at work. But this has been a lot of fun. Thank you. I appreciate you having me on today.
Mate, you're more than welcome, and it's all good. And let's it's nice to have you on, to be honest, especially all the way from America and bits and pieces. And you make an effort to get some time off work just for us.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's been many times in the last year or so where I've said, any chance I can have Thursday off? I mean, I've got a new song I'm excited about, or I got a new, but it's a new video. I want to put that out there, and yeah, that's a regular conversation.
And who's your boss?
Chip, his name is.
Let's give Chip a shout out. Chip at
where I work.
Which is where? Can't you tell us?
Well, I work for a community service board.
Right, okay. Chip at the community service board that Tim works for. Thank you for letting
Yeah.
Tim come out to play once in a while. It's awesome.
Yeah, Chip is a super cool guy. He's into rock. He's a Deep Purple super fan, and he's a super cool guy to be around. So
Almost as cool as Chad.
Almost as cool as Chad, yeah.
Chip and Chad.
And is it Lee? No, Kevin. Kevin, Wispy's boss, who let him come on and play as well.
yeah. I don't think I don't think he works with Wispy anymore. Is that correct, or did he?
I think he's
can't
left
remember.
now, but he has actually popped in and said hello on the chat
Wasn't
room
it
a few
just a
times.
contract he was doing?
Yeah, it was a freelance he was doing, but yeah. So yeah, it's just nice that all these bosses are letting people have time off.
Exactly.
Tomo's saying, just too slow to load tonight, not going to work.
Oh.
He's tried,
Oh.
it didn't happen. It's just the three of us.
There we are. It's just like old times. It's almost like we're in the Fox and Pheasant, sitting in the Snooty Fox bar at the Fox and Pheasant.
Snooty
Well,
with the birthday hat.
yes, I remember the birthday hat. I'd hate to put a black light on that birthday hat if it still existed.
Oh, Tim. Everyone wore that hat at least 10 times.
Yeah. And didn't they pull out a Polaroid camera as well? Didn't they take like a Polaroid picture of you wearing it? Wasn't that a thing for a
there
while?
was some, yeah, I think that did happen for a while. So
Wear the shit hat and smile.
and it was a top hat that was like a birthday cake.
Yes. I can't pull it up now, but I'm somewhere in my archive. I have a picture of someone wearing the Fox and Pheasant birthday hat, and I feel compelled to put it in the Freak Jam group when we finish this broadcast.
And you always used to eat chicken and tarragon sauce.
Mm.
There you go. You see, I remember the days.
When we had the Holland birthdays.
Holland birthdays. Well, we
Everyone
had lots
came.
of birthdays. Everyone had a Fox and Pheasant birthday because the food was good and it was relatively cheap.
Yeah.
So I remember.
I mean, they were good. And do you remember those plastic potted plant things that we used to set up where Paul would set up? And
You had
like
to
every
drag
week
them across the stage every week.
Yeah, and every week, I used to put them exactly where Paul's amp was, and he didn't realise it was me for years. Do you remember that?
Look, Tomo's made it.
Yay!
Finally.
Tomo, how you doing,
Can you hear me?
dudes?
Oh, I'm
Which way do I need to turn with the camera?
That's it. That's good. How are you, man?
Oh, computer issues, yeah. So
it happens. Well, look, you're on. Play us a song. Let's get straight into it.
Right.
Play us a song before anything fails.
Yeah. Okay. Let me take these off. You just check that. I'm paranoid now. Can you hear the guitar?
Yes, we can, sir.
Yep. Okay. Right. So. Whenever life gets you down, Mrs. Brown, life seems hard or tough. People are stupid, obnoxious, or daft, and you feel that you have had quite enough. That's for sure on that one. Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving. You're roving at 900 miles an hour. It's orbiting at 90 miles a second, so it's reckoned. A sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day. In the outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour, in a galaxy we call the Milky Way. Our galaxy itself contains 100 billion stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. It bulges in the middle, 16,000 light years thick, but out by us it's just 3,000 light years wide. With 30,000 years from galactic central point, we go round every 200 million years. And the galaxy itself is one of millions and billions in this amazing and expanding universe. Our universe itself keeps on expanding and expanding in all of the directions it can whiz. As fast as it can go, the speed of light, 12 million miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember when you're feeling very small and insecure, how amazingly unlikely is your birth. And pray that there's intelligent life somewhere out in space, because there's fuck all down here on Earth. It's not for kids.
Oh, yeah, man.
One way around.
Oh. I was just saying to Tony, that really reminds me of Morgan, because we used to play him that a lot as a kid, just to try and get him to learn some of the facts of life. And I even found a radio edit of that, so we didn't have to have the fuck all down here on Earth bit. Or bugger all.
I think the original was
bugger
all or something.
Yeah.
Or was that a bit loud?
So, how you doing, man?
Yeah, pretty good. So back at work, enjoying the sunshine. So, well, I say not back at work. I'm at home, working at home. But yeah, so not been playing the guitar much the last week or so, I must admit. So,
and I've got to say, look, I know you didn't manage to make it on the Secret Songwriter special with us and bits and pieces, and really, really, thank you for your involvement. I mean, just you and Jen teaming up again was awesome, and you probably produced one of the biggest surprises of the night.
In what sense? Yeah.
Well, in the sense that the song was totally different.
Yeah. Well, I said it was different to how Phil wrote it on the sheet of paper as well, but slight change. But no, it was good. It was because I was thinking, like, how are we going to do this? It was one of those weird things. I mean, if you saw the sheet, it was like there were 4 chords, but only 3 lines of lyrics for each verse. It's like, how do you fit the 3 lines of verse into 4 chords or something? So that's probably main reason why it sounded different, because I couldn't work out how Phil had done it, or whoever had done it at the time. We didn't know it was Phil then.
But it worked. It worked really well, and I said it was probably one of the biggest surprises of the night, especially since you only had 3 days working on it between you. So well done.
Yeah, Phil was very complimentary about it, so that's nice. When the person who wrote the song is actually paying you a compliment, so that's nice.
Thanks, Phil. Look, we've only got 4 minutes left, but give us another song. We'll run 5 minutes late. It doesn't matter. No one cares, right, Tim?
Yeah, it's fine.
No one cares.
No curfew or something.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, give us another song.
I'll play one of my what do you call them? Guilty pleasures. So you've got high note Harding. I've got my low note Tomo. So it starts with an F, I think. So, which is surprising considering it's a woman singing it. So right. When I was young, I'd listen to the radio, waiting for my favorite songs. When they played, I'd sing along. It made me smile. Those were such happy times, and not so long ago. How I wondered where they'd gone. But they're back again, just like a long lost friend. All the songs I love so well. Every sha-la-la, every whoa still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine. When they get to the part where he's breaking her heart, it can really make me cry, just like before. It's yesterday once more. Got to move the mouse now because it's covering the bloody lyrics. Looking back on how it was in years gone by, and the good times that I had, makes today seem rather sad. So much has changed. There was songs of love that I would sing to then, and I'd memorize each word. Those old melodies still sound so good to me as they melt the years away. Every sha-la-la, every whoa still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing so fine. When they get to the part where he's breaking her heart, it can really make me cry, just like before. It's yesterday once more. All my best memories come back clearly to me. Some can even make me cry, just like before. It's yesterday once more.
Yeah.
There you go. Squeezing a bit of 70s.
Who was that originally?
Carpenters.
Thought it was. Yeah, thought it was. That's cool.
Yeah, I thought you cut the internet feed when I started playing the Carpenters song.
No, man. Karen Carpenter, talented young lady.
Oh, Karen Carpenter is one of the best female pop singers ever. You know, she was famous for going into the studio, doing one or two takes, and that was it, and just walking out again. But what you hear is perfection. You know, I'd urge people to look up on YouTube or something. Ticket to Ride, Carpenter's version of Ticket to Ride. If you're not bowled over by her lyrics in the first line or two, then yeah, there's no hope for you. It's just such a beautiful voice. She's up there with Eva Cassidy, you know. So
I like that song, "Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft."
no, that's shite. That one.
I like that. It has a quirk factor which appeals to me.
Yeah. No, there's some. There's a lot of schmaltzy piano shite in it, or whatever. But every now and then they come out with an absolute gem. If you get their greatest hits or gold or whatever, yeah, it's surprising how many of the songs you actually know, but don't realise they're Carpenters. So.
Oh yeah, amazing. My mum and dad used to listen to them when I was a kid, so sort of fond memories of them as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That attachment thing, you know, the songs you grew up with.
Yeah, if only she'd eaten a bit more, huh?
Ouch.
Where's that tumbleweed?
So what else is going on, man? Any news, any gossip?
No, not really. Got friends here that are trying to get back into jam nights, but I don't know. This is kind of taken over, to be quite honest. I don't have to go anywhere for this one. Don't have to set up amps. Don't have bad sound. Well, maybe I do. But,
no, you don't. Yeah. You have a lovely sound. When
so,
your computer's working.
Well, yeah, that's it, yeah. I checked it about 9:30, and that's when it all started going wrong. I think it's the video software I've got on here. It doesn't like too many things going at once, and it just starts having a paddy. So, but yeah, so everything's starting to gradually open up here a little bit. So
awesome.
You know,
well, guys, look, it's 11:00. Firstly, you know, thanks for eventually getting here with us and joining us. Thanks for your perseverance.
Yeah, I changed it. I was going to do some really cheesy songs. Because you asked me last minute, so I just thought, right, if you're going to ask me last minute, I'll do some proper cheese, but I'll save that for another time.
We always like a bit of cheese on this show. That's fine. Caesar, man, it's been awesome to catch up to you. Right, so I've made a couple of promises to you. The first one being that I will get a Zoom night together when you are not gigging, and we can all get back on and have a drink with each other and catch up, and you can drive and see Chad, and we can do all that fun stuff we done during lockdown.
Absolutely, we're very much looking forward to that. As I said, I couldn't be happier that you can go out and go to pubs and all that kind of stuff, but I do miss all that stuff that we did.
So do I, mate. I really, honestly do. And secondly, we're going to produce a new track together, so you're going to get that together and send me the bits and pieces over.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Any final words, Tony?
Nope.
No. Any final words, Tomo?
Shizzle.
Caesar?
Have a good time all of the time.
Well, I'll tell you what mine is. Don't forget to support the show and buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Radio FreakJam. It's the end of the night. Do it.
There it is.
I need caffeine. I'm tripping over my words. It's late. I haven't had enough, obviously. So help us out with the coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Radio FreakJam. We have got our... I can't even remember.
What have we got, Ian?
You've got someone.
I have. I've got someone.
So Monday there'll be a show, and it will probably be someone. And tune in.
Nice job,
Excuse me a second. I'm going to sort this out. I need to just check. So it's embarrassing when you do this. You just have a total brain fart. Do you know what I mean? Drew, we got Drew Lowe on Meet the Freaks on Monday. He's from a band called Just the Ride. He used to be the guitarist for Inglorious. And he's going to come on. He's been down the jam night before in the past. We're going to try and catch up with him, listen to some of his new stuff with Just a Ride. That's going to be a lot of fun. Saturday, I don't know what's going on. We'll see. Watch this space. If anything happens, I'll let you know. And next week, we'll be back. And hopefully, Lee Twigger will be sitting... Oh, no, it's not. You can't do next week, can he?
No.
So we need to find a co-host for next week. We'll sort that out. It's all good. It's going to happen. Guys, thank you very much for listening. We need something to play out with. Tim, any suggestions?
I mean, I'd like to be completely self-indulgent and request FreakJam made everyone a star.
Oh, we can do that.
That would have been my choice as well.
Right, let me find that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening. Thanks very much for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. Tim, thank you very much. Tomo, thank you very much. Tony, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
That's all right. This is FreakJam made everyone a star. We will see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.
I heard you on my YouTube back in 21, lying awake seeing what the jam has done. Memo calls, it seems a lot of fun. That Smaslin chap has got archaeology.